some, get some. Can I get a hell yeah?
Yes, I am a pirate.
You have to go with the pirates because, of course, they have cannons and everything.
It's a pirate's life for me.
Be proud of who you are and what you are. You're pirate.
It is a first down. Pirates.
Because when you're in East Carolina, you go for it every time. And when you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
I think I've ever been in a building as loud as that was. It was deafening in there.
You live with Omaha? I can promise you that.
And it's purple all night long in Eastern North
You're
Carolina.
watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
Yeah. My heart is purple and gold. I'm a pirate down to my soul. And I don't back down, not at all. Find out when the cannons explode.
All right, welcome in to the Sports Objective. It's TSO Extra Innings right here on a Sunday night, and we've got almost Hollywood Squares here. But welcome into, first of all, Pirates and Hurricanes got a sweep, so I'm very happy. Let's bring in center square. It's perfect that he's center square for Hollywood Squares, Mr. Kyle Barber.
Hey, what's going on, Dave? I heard somebody didn't have their mic muted during the intro, and then I see Wildfire Jody, Jesus. Wildfire Justin Butt showed up, so I knew who don't have their mic muted. But what's going on is here on Sunday night, the Pirates get the sweep over South Florida. We will get into that later in the show. But first, we have a special guest here that Dave's going to introduce for us to talk about the Down East Bird Dogs. If you see the better looking one here on the screen than us guys, that's what he's here.
We have Stevie, Allen, Wildfire, and Johnny, and we'll be getting to, obviously, the Pirates get a sweep, which is great. We also have a fellow Pirate, Rachel Lindstrom. You are promotions, is that right? Promotions?
Yeah, I'm the director of marketing promotions for the Down East Bird Dogs.
Great to have you here, especially you guys have a lot of great things going on. First, just want to get you to talk about, I hate that I couldn't go to the Tracy Bird show. I had another show here in my hometown of Williamston. I would have been there that I already had booked. So talk about that. I know that it was Kyle was there on stage with Tracy, I think, right? Were you on stage?
No, I wasn't on stage, but I was there right up front by the stage. And
That would have been sick, though.
Yeah, it would have been sick. Yeah, right. So if you heard Tracy, I don't know if you're paying attention every bit of the show, but if you heard Tracy, somebody yell sick at Tracy after the gut string guitar solo from when his fiddle player put down the fiddle and picked up the gut string. And somebody yelled sick, and then Tracy said, I can't get used to people using the word sick in a positive manner.
I did hear him say that.
Yeah, that was me. I'm the one that yelled sick.
Oh, great.
Ever since Stevie has been just constantly giving me hell about the word sick. But
I think I was over there laughing with his management when someone said that. So
it was me. It was me.
Yep, we were over there talking about it.
And it was a tough break that Colt Ford actually was sick, or injured.
And broke his foot.
He broke his foot in 3 places, so I don't blame him.
Did that catch you off guard? Like, did you have to scramble or anything?
We didn't really have to scramble. I mean, I think it looks different when it comes across social media, right? I mean, I left my office, and within 30 minutes of me being home, I had saw that he posted on social media that he couldn't make it. So immediately me and our general manager were like, yeah, we just found this out at the same time that he posted. But to our fans, it's like, oh, why couldn't you let us know sooner? Which is tough. I mean, we want to know sooner too, right? We want to put on the best show that we can. But no, I mean, we were definitely upset and caught off guard, but we knew that we were still going to have a good show with Tim Jones and Tracy Bird. So.
I was a little surprised, and I don't know, you said some of the box office heard about it some for people who bought tickets specifically for Colt Ford, but I didn't hear many people talking about it at the show. I did, however, run into a couple of people in line, because I talked to people in line because I'm from the South, that didn't know he wasn't going to be there. Because,
really?
Because not everybody checks you guys' Facebook. I'm sure you put it out on X also. So if you didn't check your social media, you wouldn't know.
Right. And, I mean, it happened so quick. So
yeah, exactly.
That post that I posted that they were, because I had posted immediately, I was shocked at how much attention that post had gotten. I mean, it had gotten almost 50,000 views that he wasn't going to be there.
Well, and it probably had a lot to do also the people just searching Colt Ford.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have 50,000 people buy tickets, so you know, like, y'all come to the show or not, y'all see the post now, but yeah.
No, well, it was still a good show. Tracy Bird was great. I enjoyed
sure.
Tim Jones. I became a Tim Jones fan that night as a fan of traditional country music and country music with a little rock flair. So you guys were happy with the turnout?
Oh yeah, definitely. We were stoked, and it seemed like everyone had a great time. So we're looking forward to some more events like that.
Yeah, I thought it was good. The only complaint I will complain and make suggestions.
No,
Rachel,
give us the
you will find
feedback, please.
I would have liked, and maybe it
Not
was
Kyle.
adequate for the amount of people that were there, but I'd like to see more concession stands open.
Yeah.
That would be my only complaint. Besides that, it was great.
Were there
Sounded
lines
great.
over there? I was kind of taking photo and videos.
No, not really. It was just inconvenient having to walk off the field and walk all the way around to the concession stand on the other side or the Bojangles truck, where the concession stand that did the specialty sandwiches and stuff last year. If you know which one I'm talking about,
Yeah.
if you weren't there last year, you may not. But that one wasn't open. So, but anyway, besides that, it was a great show. I enjoyed it. I went to Aaron Tippin and Sammy Kershaw last year, and we're going to get to baseball since we're talking about concerts. Have some breaking news here on the show, Rachel. You told us before the show. Another concert coming in July.
Yeah, so July 24th, we're calling it the K-Town Block Party is the name for it. So we're doing another concert. This one's just going to be hip-hop, rap themed. So P. Pablo's headlining it, and then we've got DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Yin Yang Twins joining him. So
The Yin Yang Twins.
Should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
That's going to be really good.
P.D. Pablo, DJ Jazzy Jeff, anybody my age,
DJ
Stevie's age, Dave's age,
Yeah.
Alan Vick's age. They know Jazzy Jeff from being with Will Smith, Fresh Prince.
Well, yeah, I mean, because back in the day, Will Smith wouldn't get the lead name on that. It was
Jazzy
DJ
Jeff and the
Jazzy
Fresh
Jeff
Prince.
and the Fresh Prince. It wasn't Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff. It was Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. So
yeah, so and then Will broke big, and he had he got his show, and he brought Jazzy Jeff onto the show, and Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and so he was a big deal in the late '80s to the mid '90s, and P.D. Pablo, a North Carolina native, born in Greenville, had the big hit with Rise Up, had a few other hits. I think nominated for a Grammy for Rap Album of the Year.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. And then Yin Yang Twins, I know the name, but I'm not familiar. Alan Vick, Dave, Richmond, that sounds like your territory.
2000s, I want to say off the top of my head, like 2000.
Yeah, I know the name, but I'm
Come
not
on,
familiar
Alan, radio DJ veteran.
Yeah, well, my yin and my yang need some
Dave, I
work.
think
Where is B Pays when you need him?
hey, P.D. Pablo was nominated for Best Rap Album at the 45th Grammy Awards. That was in 2004. He did not win it, but he was nominated.
Yeah, which is a big deal.
I was right. They were early 2000. 2003, they were Lil Jon on Get Low. On that song.
Get Low. That's gonna be a fun show. Yeah, I'm not a hip hop guy, but that will be. I may go to that just because it's in Kinston, just to experience it.
I think it'll be fun.
So, no, it will be.
It'll be a really good show.
It will. It'll probably sell well. So, all right. So we look ahead to the 20. First of all, let's backtrack a little. Rachel, how much time you got?
Maybe like 20, 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. So quickly, you're a pirate. This is the ECU-based podcast. Where did you grow up?
So I was born in Nevada, actually, but my family moved when I was really little, so I don't really remember it. But I grew up in Cary, North Carolina, so I lived there pretty much my entire life.
Okay, so your parents are rich. So you went to East Carolina. And was your major marketing?
Actually, I went into ECU as an elementary education major. So I had a big switch up my sophomore year, and I've always loved social media, graphic design, and marketing. And I played softball growing up. Played softball for like 10 years. And I've always been a big baseball fan, so kind of mixed my two worlds and discovered front office sports. And yeah, here I am.
Okay, so did you follow when you were going to ECU? Did you follow? I mean, our primary thing we do on Sunday nights, and we'll do once we talk about the Bird Dogs, is cover Pirate baseball. So did you get into ECU baseball, Cliff Godwin and the team while you were attending?
I like throughout college had always gone to a ton of ECU baseball games, but other than like watching them on my own, I didn't really follow a lot of like statistics. I'm a big Dodgers fan.
Oh God.
Love me or hate me, I'm a Dodgers fan.
We just had this talk the other day, Kyle.
Man, Kyle is a Cubs fan. I'm a Nationals fan.
Yeah, I'm a Cubs fan. You guys just took us two out of 3.
So I've always been a big Dodgers fan ever since I was pretty much old enough to understand statistics. That's all I've really cared about.
Do you understand the statistic that they're going to cause the shutdown of Major League Baseball next year?
All right, we're going to come with the Dodger slander. That's fine. I get enough of it, so I'm completely used to it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well, it could be worse.
Be kind to our guests.
Yeah,
you could be a Yankees fan. That's all.
Exactly. That's what you took the words right out of my
here.
mouth.
Yankees fan.
Are you a Yankees fan, Alan?
Who?
Yes, sir.
Oh God.
Kick him out, Dave.
I lose audio every time somebody joins or leaves. I'm going to have to come back.
All right, Al. Well, he can't hear us, but Alan will be back. He's having audio issues.
What happens? Maybe the Yankees could spend some of that money on that.
On Alan Vick's webcam there. All right, so we've given you enough crap about being a Dodgers fan. What we will do is focus on what we all are as Pirates, and we're all Bird Dogs fans.
There you go.
And so the 2026 Bird Dog season is upon us. You're new to the Bird Dogs. Last year you were with the Tobs.
Actually, the year previous, I was with the Greenville Yard Gnomes. So 2025 was with the Greenville Yard Gnomes as their marketing coordinator. And then the year before that, so still in the Collegiate Summer League, CPL, I was an intern for the Tobs, yeah.
Okay, so your first year with the Bird Dogs. So what is the biggest transition for you going from, CPL to pro baseball?
Yeah, I mean, for one, the front office it's not large. It's only 5-6 of us. It's not large, but it's bigger. I mean, in CPL, there was 2 or 3 of us at a time. The schedule is way different. In the CPL, you have about 50 games total. That's like 25 home games, 25 on the road. And it's double that in the Frontier League. So we've got 51 home games. The schedule I'm loving. I mean, it's 6-game homestands kind of thing. 1 week home, 1 week away, a little bit more consistent in that aspect. So I've been loving that, and that's been a big transition. But everyone in our front office is super supportive, and I've loved it.
So Rachel, you said you worked for the Wilson Dogs. One of my buddies used to work for the Cubs, Dante Lewis.
Oh my gosh, I love Dante. He is the sweetest soul. He helps me with promotions a lot. So
Dante was actually my college roommate when I was at East Carolina.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was. I grew up with Dante. Went to East Carolina. I actually coached baseball, soccer, and swimming with Dante currently.
That man bleeds purple and gold for sure.
And he does. Yep. So if you guys ever need somebody over there, he would be a great aspect of you guys' program over there.
Yeah, I saw him and his wife just had a beautiful baby girl.
He did. Yeah. He did. He's
that's awesome.
Great friend of mine.
Yeah, cool.
Rachel, growing up in Cary, is it hard for you to understand Justin?
Wait, say it again.
Hey, Kyle.
People think that I have an accent, and I don't get it, but
I was messing with Justin. That was the knuckle Justin. I was just messing with Justin.
All right, Kyle. All right,
She's never going to want to come back to our show ever again, man.
From the rich side of Cary over here, don't mind me.
No, that's not about you. That's not about you. I always mess with you. There's a reason Justin is wildfire.
I've got to officiate Cary High School this week, so
that's where I went to high school. So
I've got the Imps. They're coming to Smithfield. I've got Cary and then Smithfield. I'm actually an umpire, by the way.
Cool.
Don't hold that against him.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Hey, just do one thing. The umpires' locker room at the stadium, do not get rid of that recliner in the locker room. I love that recliner. Just saying.
Okay, I'll put a note in for you.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
So Rachel,
I'm just saying.
Don't take the umpire recliner out of the umpire locker room in case Justin
don't do that.
Yeah. So as we look at the 2026 season for the Bird Dogs, Frontier League play, talk about the upcoming season. When is opening night?
Yeah, opening night is coming up quick. It's May 12th. So our guys start on the road. So their first game is May 8th. But our first home game is Tuesday, May 12th. That's at 7 p.m. So we're looking forward to it. And our guys are getting into town this weekend, actually. So they're starting spring training this week.
So who do the Bird Dogs open the season with? Is it New Jersey
Quebec.
or Quebec? Okay, so Quebec is the opening series, and so what are the promotions for the first week?
Yeah, so that first week, the first game, we're giving away our magnet schedules, which everyone loves to have their hands on. And then the 2 days after that, that Wednesday and Thursday, they're 11 a.m. games, so there are school days. So we've invited out.
So Thursday for the school kids. That'll be fun.
We're not doing Thirsty Thursdays this year, actually. They weren't a big hit.
Oh.
We are doing $2 Tuesdays, though. So $2 tickets, $2 concession items, and $2 select beer.
$2. All right. So Tuesdays we'll have. Okay. So is that going to be for opening night also?
It is $2 tickets on opening day. So
$2 tickets on Tuesdays. $2 select concession items and select $2 beers.
On opening day. So that should
that is better than Thirsty Thursday. That is fantastic.
Yeah, and then that Friday, what is that? The 15th of opening week. It's our Star Wars night, and we're doing fireworks that night. So that'll be a big night too.
And so, according to my wife, also for the $2 Tuesdays, the dogs, or is that going to be Bark in the Park every Tuesday?
Yep, Bark in the Park every Tuesday. So opening night Tuesday, $2 tickets. Bring your dogs.
I can bring Justin. He's my dog.
I don't know. All right, so Bark. All right, so Friday you got Star Wars night and fireworks.
Yep, so that'll be a big one too. Everyone loves Star Wars night, so we'll have like the characters and costumes there, and then following the game afterwards, there'll be some fireworks.
Okay, and then what about Saturday?
Saturday, it's National Armed Forces Day. So we're doing giveaways every single Saturday. So every Saturday, the first like 500 to 1,000 fans within our stadium will get a giveaway item. That Saturday, it's a camo jersey. It's sponsored by Walker Insurance. So you'll get a camo Bird Dogs jersey that Saturday.
Nice. That's a good one. That's a really good giveaway.
Alan, we've got to go.
Yeah.
So, what are some other promotions you're excited about for the season?
You can't miss the largest gathering of Chris's. I think that one is a lot of people's eyes. So that one, what is that? July 11th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's July 11th. That's a Saturday. So we're also giving away a Tonka bobblehead this year. That's the same day as the largest gathering of Chris's. So there's something for people whose name is not Chris, but every variation of Chris, CHRIS, KRIS, Christopher. I think we'll take some Chrissies, some Christina's, we'll get in for free, and we're trying to set a world record of how many people with the same name we can get in the same place.
That's cool. And Tonka bobblehead night is the same night. For those that don't know, Tonka is the bat dog for the Down East Bird Dogs.
Really cool.
Is he yellow lab or he's a yellow lab, isn't he?
I'm pretty sure he's yellow lab.
Yeah, he's cool dog. Everybody loves dogs. So a Tonka bobblehead. Will he have the jersey on and everything? Or
I'm hoping so. Maybe we can get him in that camo jersey that we're giving away.
Oh, for the bobblehead?
On the bobblehead, he has a jersey on. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really cool. What else? Any other promotions we need to know about? Like that people can't miss.
So a lot of Kinston Indians fans out there. Everyone talks about the Kinston Indians.
Yes.
We're doing that's the one Throwback Thursday we're doing. It's July 30th. We're doing a Throwback Kinston Indians night. So we'll have our team will be in replica Kinston Indians jerseys, and then we'll do a game worn auction for that too.
I got an idea for you on that one.
Go for it.
You need to have a Thirsty Thursday. Back in the day, they used to have 99-cent draft.
I heard about that actually. Someone told me that.
So the throwback jerseys, obviously, I guess the Guardian's still on the right for the Indians name. So what can go on those jerseys? How are those going to be done?
They're exactly the same. So
they're going to say Indians.
Exactly like the white home jerseys and the red script. They'll look the exact same.
And there's going to be a giveaway for one of those jerseys, but not for every fan, just one jersey given away.
It's game worn, so we'll open up an auction platform. So the jerseys that the players are going to wear that night, anyone can bid and purchase.
All right, that's really cool. One thing I was wondering about, and this may be a question for your boss, but with the history of baseball in Kinston, and you look at it from the Kinston Indians back in the day before that Kinston Blue Jays, I don't know how much with the way the Kinston Eagles, and then even the Down East Wood Ducks. I'd like I don't know if it's something that's been discussed. Some recognition of the history of Kinston baseball and Granger Stadium in the major league players. There's so many guys that played in the MLB that got in single A ball in Kinston. Cecil Fielder, Albert Bell are the ones that come to mind instantly, but so many others. One thing I've thought about, and I don't know what you guys have talked about in house about how to recognize it, but you got that little corridor where the team store is, and those brick walls on either side. It would be a great place to have the history of Kinston baseball with all the MLB players that have played there on those walls.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, someone like me came in and I really didn't even know all the history until I got there. So a lot of people come to our stadium for the first time and all they know is the Bird Dogs, even though it's only our second year in the Frontier League. I mean, the Wood Ducks were huge and every fan that comes to our game is mad that they're not there anymore. But I definitely think that, yeah, we should honor them in some way too.
In fact, there's a story that Cecil Fielder hit probably the longest, you know that, don't you, Wildfire? Wildfire may know about it, but yeah. But he hit a home run over that. Alan, do you know about this?
I've heard the story. Yeah.
Apparently, he hit a home. I was not there, so I can't verify. But he hit a home run over that warehouse.
Oh yeah, I've heard that story many times.
That's insane.
Yeah,
I've heard that story. Yes, Cecil Fielder was a power hitter, played for the Detroit Tigers. His son, what's his son's name, guys? Prince Fielder was a pro, and his grandson right now is playing for a team I won't mention because they're probably somebody you guys don't want to talk about because they're competition. So I won't talk about them. I guess I will because it's kind of silly not to. He plays for the Wilson Warbirds. How much have you guys taken that in consideration this year in terms of having that team in the area for as competition with promotions, with ticket sales? Do you guys look at that as direct competition? Do you think about it? Are you just concentrating on the Bird Dogs?
We definitely have acknowledged it. I mean, we don't really think about it often because we're our own team. We're in a different league, so it's not really direct. I think for someone like me that worked for the Wilson Tops, I see the demographic there, and all I wanted was to see the Tops succeed. And I saw how diehard those fans were in Wilson for that collegiate team and how upset that those fans were when they found out that that team was going to be moving in because that was the direct competition for them. So then once I advanced to this professional league, I was like, it's not just Wilson that sees this, it's everywhere. So for us, we do look at it as some direct competition for sure. But, we're different. They're affiliated and we're just in the Frontier League, but we can still gain a good traction from that because we are different in that way.
Yeah, and I think it's fun with the national schedule. One thing I will say about Frontier League, at the stadium last year, I had several people ask me, what is this? I mean, what is Frontier League? It says it's MLB Partner League. And the way I always explained it is it's unaffiliated minor league baseball. It's a partner league with the consolidation of minor league baseball back in 2020. A lot of professional leagues, independent professional leagues became MLB Partner League. So the way I tell people when I'm explaining it is, as an MLB Partner League, these are guys that want to get on affiliated rosters. They want to be playing single A ball, double A ball with the goal of making it Major League Baseball. Get this, the Frontier League, along with 3 other leagues, give them that opportunity to continue their professional career and get picked up by affiliated baseball, by the Cubs organization or Orioles, whoever. So the way I explain it to people, it is unaffiliated minor league baseball. Is that how you guys approach it when people ask?
Honestly, pretty much the same way. I mean, a lot of our guys that are signed on our spring training roster have already played affiliated ball up into AA. I mean, today we just released that we signed Kai Hampton, who played in the World Baseball Classic for Australia. So this is a cool way, honestly, a more affordable way to see players that could make it to that major level, and you've seen them kind of advance in their career. So, I mean, I'm not sure really what the Warbirds ticket prices are, but in the Kinston community, we just want to make it affordable for everyone. I mean, we're doing $5 kids tickets every home game for ages 3 through 17. So in my opinion, there's not really a reason why we shouldn't have an entire family that wants to come out to a ballpark because it's cheaper that way. You shouldn't have to worry about going to the stadium and spending $20 on your tickets and then $60 at concession stands. So
$5 tickets for kids, that's for every home game this year.
Yep.
What are regular ticket prices going to be for adults?
About $10 with some
$10. Okay. So I think they were like 16 last year. That might have been with fees. So $10 plus fees, $5 for kids.
$2 on Tuesdays.
So that's across the board for everybody, just flat $2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can't build that. You can't beat that with a stick with $2 beer, $2 concessions. I mean, that's unbelievable. Last year, you guys did some unique sandwiches at one of your concession stands. Is that going to continue this year with the unique food, or what are we doing there?
I'm not sure what our food and beverage director this year has in store. I know we've looked at moving some new things in there. We've added like mac and cheese, so I think that'll be a hit. We've got the loaded fries still. I'm not really sure like what it looked like last year, but
last year there was one concession stand that did specialty sandwiches, and you guys had you had a variety of cheese curds. I don't know if that's going to continue.
We're still doing that. We are doing that one.
Okay, I would love this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We did the world's largest cheesesteak or most expensive cheesesteak or something like that.
Yes, most expensive cheesesteak with like gold shavings and.
So I think we're looking to get into some fun things like that too, for sure.
Okay, that's always fun. One thing I would love to see, if not a every game thing, maybe a once a week or a couple times a month thing, is to see some of the downtown Kinston restaurants showcased inside Granger. If it was possible to partner with, places like Jay's 108 or Sugar Hill Pizza or Plaza del Mariachi, any of these places downtown.
Yeah. I think for those places too, they would just be in direct competition with Bojangles since their trailer is open at our games.
Yeah, and that's right. There is a little bit of a affiliate there with Bojangles with the McCrae family, and Mr. McCrae owning the Bird Dogs. He probably does want to sell Bojangles.
Yeah, but definitely we are focused, at least for me, with promotions and marketing, looking to get involved in the community for sure. So
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you have can we have an ECU night?
We are doing a college colors night. That's the last week of that's like September 4th, I'm pretty sure, college colors. So I expect and I hope to see a lot of ECU fans there. So
yeah, I would hope maybe people would get competitive with that with
right.
ECU fans for NC State fans for UNC fans. Rachel, is there anything else you want to let us know about for the upcoming season?
Yeah, I think just we do have that one other event going on during the season. So it'll be micro wrestling. That's on June 19th. That'll be at our stadium too. And tickets are live for that. You can check out those links in our social media bios too.
Micro wrestling. So that is going to be a standalone event. That's not going to be in addition to a baseball game. So standalone event for micro wrestling.
Yeah, no. So our team will be away when that happens.
Okay. And looking forward to the season. I know you guys also have a halfway to Christmas night.
Halfway to Halloween.
Halfway to Halloween.
That's on my birthday, so everyone come check that one out.
All right. You guys got anything else for Rachel?
No, Rachel, thank you so much. How can people reach out as far as obviously we want them to buy tickets, social media? We would love for them to be on there, and I'm sure you guys will have a big concert announcement for the fall as well. So that's the way they can find out first, by going to your social media, right? The social.
All of our socials, so Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, even follow us on there. Tixer is our ticket platform, so you can buy tickets directly to our concerts and games that way. And all of these links are in our social media bios, our big link tree. You can find everything there that you need.
At downeastbirddogs.com.
Yep.
All right.
Right. Thank you so much, Rachel. Appreciate
you having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Right.
Thank you, Rachel. See ya.
Bye. All right, guys.
What?
Appreciate it.
Did they just say?
What? What was that all?
I
don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I had a compliment for her, but I didn't get it out.
What did they just? I don't want to.
Yeah.
Huh?
She looked and said, what did they just say to me?
Well, maybe she was talking about someone else.
Goodbye and thank you for being here.
I'm not sure. Maybe she was talking to someone else.
Yeah, I think she was. Anyway, but I was going to give her a compliment.
We were all polite, and
yeah,
she was very informative.
Yeah, no doubt.
Apparently, she raised social media presence by 380% when she was with the Yard Gnome. So I was going to ask her how she did that, but she's good at what she does, apparently.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't think we.
Yeah, I don't. What did they just say? I'm not. I don't know. I hope that wasn't directed at us. I hope she didn't take anything we just said out of context. Anyway,
let's talk Pirate baseball. Man, what a great week. Kyle, you got your 4-0 week, buddy.
Yeah,
I didn't hear. I mean, nobody said anything that was out of the way other than goodbye.
Wildfire, did you say anything out of the way?
I'm innocent. I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't. Let's just move on from it.
Yeah.
She may not have been talking to us. She may have been talking to somebody in the background who said something. Who knows?
That's right.
But anyway, so we'll talk Pirate baseball. Went 4-0 this week. Got the sweep over USF. I said the other night on the show I had a feeling that we were going to get the sweep. I don't know why, but did not expect the power out of the bats like we had this week, guys. We started Tuesday night in Norfolk and just continued through the weekend. How many home runs did we hit during the course of this week?
8. Well, that's not including Old Dominion, but although we didn't have one against Old Dominion, so
we had 17, 17 singles and one.
I'm not hearing everybody.
No, we're talking about the whole week.
Yeah.
Well, Davin had 2 in one game in the first game on Friday, and then Austin hit him that monster. Man, that was 457 feet. That's by far the longest home run of the year.
Yeah, that was in the practice field, right? And that was way.
Yeah, and then even so, he did that batting in the 9 hole, and then the night before, or on Friday night, Nick hit one from the 9 hole. So, Jack hit one. Walker Barron hit one. Walker Barron hit 2. So there you go. There's your 8 home runs right there.
Yeah, that's. I'm sorry, guys. I was reading the comments. I cannot multitask, as Stevie will tell you. Huge week for the Pirates. You showed a lot of power this week, and needed to get this series. It puts us in a tie for first place in the American. With 3-way tie with UAB and UTSA. So I mean, huge week for the Pirates.
Yeah, we've got when you're looking back, we got a huge week coming up too with NC State and on the road at Memphis. So another opportunity to keep it going. We only have. I thought about you this afternoon, Alan, and you know how we always talk about every week is a must win. Well, looking at the schedule, we only have 3 weekends left. So those games are becoming very precious, and we don't have that many games. So we just need to win out and focus now on NC State. They're on the clock now.
Yeah. I wanted to point out, though, there was no reason whatsoever to expect this offensive explosion because our RBI leader and our home run leader, didn't play at all.
Yeah.
So, the good news is he may be back sooner than later, like maybe even next weekend. So you add that to the equation. But Cliff has found a lineup that he likes, and they're responding. But although he did give credit to Coach Gautreau and Bryant Packard, and they deserve it.
Well, they said on the broadcast on Friday night that they had worked on 2-strike hitting all week. That's something they had to get better at if they wanted to get to where they wanted to be offensively. So they worked on 2-strike hitting quite a bit. So it seemed to pay off, JR. I would keep working on it.
Yeah, by the way, I asked JR because I know you guys are watching.
JR, can you hear me?
JR.
Yeah, I can hear you, Kyle. Did you ask me a question, though?
I did. I said that they said on the broadcast that we spent extra attention in practice this week.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Hitting. Yeah, I said I would continue to work on it since it worked.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't stop what I was doing. What did you see out there from the approach at the plate that was different this week?
You know what, Kyle? I wasn't actually keyed in on that, but I'm going to go back and look at the pitch counts when, we had, I was going to say when we got our key hits, but we just had so many hits. But I just want to see how many times we were in the 2-strike count and what our batting average was. So thank you for throwing that out there because I'm going to look into that. I didn't notice it, though, watching the game.
Yeah, and not only better 2-strike hitting, but better 2-out hitting. And, we that's a hallmark of Cliff Godwin baseball is scoring runs with 2 outs. And we did that a lot this weekend.
No doubt about it. And Johnny, I asked Johnny because
I'm not hearing Dave. I'm sorry.
Hear me?
Alan, can you hear me?
I hear you fine. Yes.
Yeah,
Can you hear me, Alan?
when somebody leaves and comes and leaves the chat, it messes you up. I don't know. You and Justin seem to have the same problem with that. So Alan, you're just gonna have to leave and come back, and hopefully nobody will leave and come back again, and you should be good.
Yeah,
I shall
Justin said he
return.
can't hear anything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Justin and Alan, what software they use as far as computer.
It's a phone.
Yeah, Android. But anyway, so let's get back to talking about the weekend. Guys, JR, Dave, anybody, is there any players that we really need to make sure we recognize? Let's talk about that big inning with 2 outs. Was that Saturday? Was that game one Saturday or either Friday night? That's game one Saturday. Did we put up 8 runs with 2 outs in 1 inning?
How about we talk about Sabater? Heck of a weekend by Sabater too.
Well, that's the 8-run deal. Because Kyle, you mentioned that we scored a lot of runs with 2 outs, and we did. We scored 4 on game 1 and 4 in game 2, and then in game 3, and then game 2 we had that huge inning.
Yeah, Sabater had a big inning that inning.
Yeah.
So 2 out baseball, again, a hallmark of Cliff Godwin. Justin, what do you want to talk about Sabater?
Well, I mean, heck of a weekend by Sabater. I mean,
his defense,
clutch.
Yeah, his defense. He guys, if you remember, can you hear me now, Alan? By the way,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Jeff Sabater played. Help me out, but didn't he play center field? This is the first time he's ever played left field, and you would not know it.
Yes.
But
he's played left field. He definitely has played left field. He only played center when we lost.
No, I'm talking about right. I know that. I'm talking about previously before the Pirates. He said that.
Oh, right. Okay, I got you.
Coach Packard has been working with him, and here's the reason why I'm happy that he's in left, because you can tell in his previous wherever he played before. I'm drawing a blank. Johnny can help me, but in the past he's played center field. And then he's moved over to left, and you can tell that he's definitely a center fielder because his range, his read and jumps on the ball are incredible. The plays he was making today were incredible.
Gosh.
He was incredible today, Dave. He really was. And the wind was no joke either, but it didn't seem to bother him.
Today, the wind, that was
blowing in. It was blowing in today. It was blowing out yesterday.
Out right field, and today it's blowing in. So if you've ever played, there's Alan with his kitty.
Yeah, she loves to sit in my lap when we're doing the show. So.
Okay.
Hey, Dave, I wanted to throw something out there about Jeff, though, that happened today. So the left fielder for South Florida, Jacob, I forget his last name. I know it. I just can't think of it. Their left fielder.
Smith.
Yeah, that wasn't him. Him and Jeff were playing tic-tac-toe on the warning path. They made the board, and then Jacob would start, and then Jeff would finish. He would go next, and then Jeff ended up winning the game at tic-tac-toe. But I've never seen that happen during a baseball game before, where they would take turns. Whoever went out to left field, they'd look at the board, decide where they were going to put their mark, and then they would do it with their foot. And then the next player would come out, look at the board, and he would put his mark in. And then, Jeff won it in the 5th inning, I believe. So that was interesting. I've never seen that before.
They're multitasking out in the outfield.
Yeah. It just shows you the relationship between the left fielders and the jungle crowd. And everything's really on a friendly, people think that they just go out there and they're, merciless on these guys, but they're not. It's all in good fun, and the players like it, and they participate.
Before I forget, by the way, guys, I've got to give a shout out to Josh Thomas, Johnny, everybody at what's normally the tailgate. Speaking of left field, behind the jungle, and now this year they're like slumming with me and the premium lot. They did a great job yesterday. We had our alumni tailgate. We had 30 people, by the way. So that was awesome. Kent Whitehurst, he's the president of our ENC chapter. I want to give him a shout out. But I got to give a shout out to you guys, Johnny, because My kids were kind of restless in right field. And let me tell you what happened. I was so upset. I love them, and Alex is behind me right now. But so they're restless because we forgot to get lawn chairs, right? So we're in the first or second inning, and so finally I just said, look, let's just go out to I'll talk to Josh to see if you guys can sit down under the tent and have that. And not long after we went outside into the premium lot, those home runs were hit in the right field. I was like, oh my gosh, we were right, guys. We were right there. And Alex was upset because he wanted to be there. But thank you.
So they prefer the stands versus the jungle because you can see what's
Yes.
going on better. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I understand that. I had sold these tickets long before I knew about the whole day that we had and everything. So anyway, it was a great time. And Josh, I want to give him credit to it and all the folks there. A lot of people that watch and listen to our show, and we've met over the years, are at that tailgate. So it was a good time, and they looked out for us, very hospitable. So I wanted to say that before we forgot about before we got off the air, that they were good to us. But as far as the ball game, man, yesterday, I can tell you one thing. When we win, my tickets sell very fast. And I don't have all now between now and the end of the year. I don't have any more tickets to sell. They're already sold out. So people are buying them up. Well, people are buying up. So yeah, you definitely that's the difference between a 4-0 week and a 1-3 or 2-2 week. So it's great to have that kind of thing. And some people, I will say that Kyle and I talk about this all the time. If you have seats, please, for the love of God, give them away like I do, or sell them, because we have a great atmosphere there, and it really is bad when there are people that really want to buy those seats, buy seats or whatever, and people just don't show up.
Yeah, I agree. Make sure you resell your seats. I don't know if you can't resell. Can you? Can people just give their tickets back? Like, hey, I'm not going to use my tickets to the ticket office. Sell them. Sell them again, or give them away to anybody. I would. That would be a real easy way to do it. If they're not supposed to sell them again, I don't know how that works with NC laws. But if people could just redone them ticket office, and the ticket office could post, hey, we got 500 tickets for this game available. First come, first serve.
Yeah.
That would be a great way to do it. And if not, get on the ECU baseball page, get on Bonner Banner, get on HTC, hoist the colors. You say, I got tickets to give away, or I got tickets to sell. You're not going to get rich off of them. Sell them for face value,
yeah,
or less, or whatever you want to do, and keep moving. There's no need to have empty seats there when you got people that want to go and can't get their hands on tickets. It's kind of annoying. So
how many? I wanted to ask you guys this, and maybe our listeners, they're smarter than I am. But I talk about this all the time, and right there near the bullpen, there's like a dead area between the bullpen, and you see some people stand out there. Why can't we have some kind of, and maybe we do, maybe help me out. Why can't we have some kind of student section that could be rowdy and loud also, that we could create that would, like you could get in with your, like a lottery or with your student ID or something. I don't know, but I would like to have something out there. We have more fans in. There's usually you see 5 or 6 dudes standing out there. It's like, can't we get 50 or I don't know how many people you can get out there, but it would be cool to have that. It's like right in front of the Williams hitting center.
You lost me on that one, Dave.
You're talking about the Letterman's area?
No. Okay, so you have the first base side, right? And you have the bullpen, but there's an area there that there's like a dead space where you could have.
That's the Letterman's area. That's
the Letterman's area.
You have to be a Letterman to go in there, which is good. I love that.
Okay, so they have that, but wish we could have like a student section like we have the Boneyard for football. I think that would be kind of cool. But anyway,
so I did want to mention that in conference games, everyone's played 18 conference games. We're leading in home runs because remember at the beginning of the year, we were worried about the fact that we weren't hitting home runs. So we've hit 24 in the 18 conference games, which is first. We've hit 6 triples, which is first. We've scored 138 runs, which is first. And our batting average is second at 295. Florida Atlantic is batting 300. So I would say we're finally tuning this offense at this point.
And I told Johnny,
did Florida Atlantic just not have any pitching?
Yeah, that's the issue, and that's funny because their ERA is 6.45, Kyle, in the conference.
Okay,
but
and you know that Florida Atlantic is the last series we play and before the tournament. So when people are talking about we only have 3 more weekends left, that third weekend, you better get a sweep that weekend going into the tournament, not only for the fact that we might be playing for first place in that weekend, but also we got to take care of business there. Johnny keeps up with that. I don't on RPI, but their RPI early in this week was like 173. I don't know what it is. I know it's very fluid, but
yeah,
it was.
You know what?
73.
They're better than that, though. They are. They're better than that, and I hope they don't, put together the perfect weekend when we're down there. But I mean, they're not a terrible team. They're not getting the results, but they're not bad.
So do we only have one more home series?
Yeah, Rice.
Okay, so we got at Memphis, then Rice at home, and then on the road at Florida Atlantic, and then we got to be following what UAB and UTSA does. We know they play each other home weekend. Excuse me, we know they play each other on the final weekend of the regular season. And it's in Austin, right, or San Antonio, rather, right?
Yeah, it's in San Antonio.
So,
but UAB, we don't really need to worry about at this point, because we have the tiebreaker against them. So they're technically in third place. We're technically in second place. So we just need to finish one game ahead of UTSA and to win the.
Well, we do need to worry about UAB because if we lose, we need them to lose. So
yeah, well, we can't lose. That's the thing. Yeah, but yeah, if we lose, right. Yeah.
Well, we're going to lose. We're not. I doubt we'll win out. I hope we win out, but I'm doubting we go 9-0 the remainder of the way in conference play.
So what do you guys think we need to do? I mean, what is the ideal record there?
I think, in my opinion, I think you need to get one sweep and go 2-1 the other 2 weekends, and you'll probably.
I totally agree, Kyle.
I think so. And Memphis is better. They're playing better.
They're playing a lot better.
So that's not going to be a cakewalk.
No, not at all. There's only been 5 sweeps this season, and UAB has 2, we have 2, and Memphis has 1. They play, they can bring their game some weekends and be a real headache.
So how important is this series coming up this weekend in Memphis?
I think 2-1 would make me happy. To be honest with you, I would be okay.
Yeah. We need a winner. We need to go 3-1 this week. We need to beat State for the midweek, and we need to go 2-1, 2 out of 3 in Memphis, no doubt.
Yeah, we need to. The bigger thing, if we get 3-1, you hate to say this, but it's true. The bigger deal sweeping Memphis. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to do.
Yeah.
But if you gave me my choice to go 3-1 this week, I hate to say it, I would drop 1 to State and sweep Memphis. But
yeah,
you really want to beat State midweek just for a couple of reasons. 1, RPI. 2, pride and bragging rights. And can you take those bats to Raleigh?
And we played bad. I'm sorry, Kyle. We played bad on my birthday, so I'm like, come on. We didn't even show up for that game.
It was bad. It was embarrassing. We played really good baseball since then, with the 1 loss to Wichita last Sunday. But we really need to, have a good week this week. The more important series is Memphis, but boy, our fan base loves to beat NC State, and everybody on the show loves to beat NC State, and so it'd be nice to go to Raleigh and get a win midweek, and just be red hot going into Memphis.
Yeah, I'd like 2-1 on the 2 road trips and sweep Rice at home. That would be good. And there's only, we talked about the top 2 get a double bye, the top 4 get a single bye.
Yep.
We're guaranteed top 4 at this point, unless the wheels just completely come off, because we're 4 games ahead of Rice, who's in 5th, and Wichita State is in 4th. We already have the tiebreaker over them. They're 2 games back. I don't know. I just feel like right now we have a really good shot to be top 2, and if not, top 4 is almost a guarantee at this point. But we just can't. We got to keep playing.
We have a great shot to be top 2, but I'd like to
Must be number one.
Well, yeah. In terms of seeding for the conference, it really doesn't determine it. It doesn't matter. But I want that regular season conference championship. So right now we stand a good chance to get it, particularly with UTSA and UAB playing each other the final week of that regular season. I would rather it be in Birmingham. Who else does UTSA and UAB have these next 3 weeks?
Oh boy,
we know they play each other. So,
yeah, we do. And then UTSA, they almost had a sweep, but they didn't. They finished with they're at Memphis too, and then this week I think they host Wichita State.
Okay, so Wichita could get them.
Hosting Wichita.
Yeah,
and then they're at Memphis.
Oh, Memphis. Okay. So we need to handle our business first and foremost.
So very similar to us. We're both playing 3 at Memphis, and we're both hosting, teams that are Wichita and Rice at home. And I think that Wichita State's probably a better team at this point.
Yeah.
So
John said UTSA and UAB finished the season. So and if you're looking for us right now, I mean, we have on the road. We're at Memphis. Then we come back right for the
Rice.
Right. Yeah. And then close it at Florida Atlantic. Yeah.
I mean, I feel good, guys. I feel a bit more bullish. I feel a lot better. And I asked Johnny, by the way, so I asked him earlier, but he's going to get with us this week on as far as in the Cliff Godwin era, how do we finish? I
already did it. I already did it. I didn't like what I was getting back, so I bailed on that. Like last year, we sucked in April.
2017.
So, yeah, I mean, we can go back, but it's not a slam dunk where every time, after April hits the calendar that we start, shutting down opponents. I mean, it's the case this season, though. That's all that matters.
So far, we got hot a few weeks ago, then went cold again. So can this be sustained? I hope so. I think it can. We'll find out. You go on the road, and granted, we did it at ODU with the worst camera work in the history of baseball.
Oh my God!
And we'll see if we can do it in Raleigh, and we'll see if we can do it in Memphis. And with Justin going to Memphis this weekend, Wildfire, it makes his return to Memphis. Wildfire, are you worried about Lawler getting payback from '87?
He's muted. He ain't heard.
He ain't heard a word I said.
He's under the ring, Kyle.
He's already
under the ring. He's already under the ring.
Got a 6-pack of beer.
I left. He left. He's had all the abuse he wants.
Austin Idle's on the phone with him right now.
Jimmy Hart.
I think old Wildfire got a little aggravated with me for poking fun of him there with Rachel.
That when you look down the stretch, we're going to be very, very good. You can't hear Alan?
Yeah, because Justin just left.
Justin went out. When Justin went out,
boy.
Man, that sucks.
Every time something goes out.
So if I get mad at Alan, I just will bail out and then come back in.
Yeah, that's right. You'll shut him up. That's right.
That's right. Thank you. Hey, can we talk about this real quick? If everything's going in the right direction and you like the way we're heading and you think we are trending well to end the season, I gotta the hitting was ridiculous, but I think we got 2 pitchers that are a little better than maybe we thought they were. And I think we always knew Joe Webb was really good. I think we always knew that. He just had a rough start. But, this weekend, first of all, he's pitched in 2 of the 3 weekend games, every conference series and the Penn series before that. And this weekend he pitched 2 games, 7.2 innings, 1 hit, 13 strikeouts. Are you kidding?
Wow.
That's 1 hit, 13 strikeouts, and 7.2. He did walk 2 guys, but he's just like the energizer. First of all, we're not using Jenkins as much either because there's no need to. But Jenkins threw bullpen for almost the entire game today, with the remainder of the game, just because, I think everybody thought that Joe was, going to give it a couple of innings and then check out. But I mean, Sean never got in, but he didn't. I mean, believe me, he didn't care that he didn't get in because the bullpen was going bananas over the way Joe Webb was pitching, and it was great to see. And then in the midweek game, Ryan Towers, excellent game. So if we can get a quality start from Ryan, and then we have Joe Webb, like it's been said before, he's like Danny Beal. You just can't give him enough work. And he comes in and gets the job done. And then you have Sean Jenkins, who, I mean, honestly, I think we should explore maybe moving him to a starter, but I don't know. Maybe it's working the way it is, but the pitching situation doesn't look quite as dire as it did maybe a week ago. Plus, Nick Moran came in and, he threw a few innings.
Can we talk about him? Because his shoulder is messed up, and he's
big time.
He's a senior, and you got to give that guy like major props. Tip your hat, because
I do.
Yeah, his shoulder's messed up, but yet he found a way to give us a couple innings Friday night, right?
Yeah, and I think Cliff said that his days are over. I was talking about Nick Moran. He said, I think, honestly, Nick's days are over of throwing a pitch without any sort of pain. He's going to be, experiencing pain every pitch he throws from here on out. And that, he's going to put that, on the back burner, though, and go out there and represent us well. So, yeah, the whole pitching staff, great job. The hitting coaches, the batters, everybody. Cliff's post-game speech, I thought, was really good. I'm just, this is when we crash, Kyle. So I'm going to shut up because every time, I do this, then the next game we lay an egg. So I'm not.
Look, I said you were going to jinx them for Friday, and you didn't do it.
No, I did not.
I'll say you're jinxing them again right now. So we'll just continue. You go. What's our RPI, guys? With the live
28, 28.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now, let me tell you something that's crazy. Now, this is crazy, and I don't think it's going to happen. Now, keep in mind, I'm prefacing this. What I don't think is going to happen. If our RPI is 28, if we were to win out, we could get in hosting discussion.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
It's not out.
That's kind of like when a pitcher's throwing a no-hitter. You don't want to mention that, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen. I agree with you, Kyle. I don't think it's going to happen.
No,
but
I know,
but it's funny that it's still out there. And who would have thought that? The RPI jumping up to 28. That is crazy.
Yep. And again, we're talking about
we're ahead of Tennessee, Arkansas, Miami. I mean, we're ahead of some, good schools.
Yeah, and we got to have some wiggle room. I don't want to come in, bite my fingernails in Clearwater and then Memorial Day. So if we can continue to do what we're doing, we'll have a little bit of wiggle room and can take a deep breath.
Well, I think where we are now with our RPI up to 28. I honestly think if we just take 2 out of 3 the rest of the way, we're good for the regionals. You just don't you don't want to lose out midweeks, but in terms of I want to win the conference championship. That's where my mind is first and foremost is to win the regular season conference championship, and it would be interesting to see if we could go from a bubble team to getting into hosting discussion. I'm not ready to say get back to me. If we go 4-0 again this week, then we can have that conversation. Well, even though I am the one that brought it up,
we jumped 12. We were 40 this last Sunday, and now we're 28.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And think about what would it be if you went out? I mean, you would definitely be in.
Oh, you would. I think we need to be top 12 RPI. Well, 16 host sites.
Now, honestly, we're in the discussion if we're top 20. Yeah, we are. Because it's just record looking back on teams that have hosted and what their RPI was. There's several of them that have been above 16, like in the low 20s. Several.
It would be crazy if we got back into the hosting discussion.
Yep. Not to mention the committee loves our facilities. They know that it's going to be a draw, and they know the fans are going to come out if that were to happen. By some whatever. So everything matters at this point.
I think we'll know this week. After this week, we'll know if that's a realistic possibility.
I agree.
If you go 2-2 this week, God forbid 0-4 or 1-3. But if you go 2-2 this week, it may be out of the window. but you're still feeling good about making a regional. But you go 3-1, it's still up for discussion. If you go 4-0 this week, which is a big if. That's a big ask also to go on the road 4 straight games.
Yep.
But if you do that this week, suddenly it's a real discussion.
Yep.
So
well,
keep playing well, keep taking care of business. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Control what you can control, and just keep rocking and rolling. That's it.
I'll tell you.
Strutting and strolling.
Rocking and rolling.
I wanted to ask you guys as far as the hitting is concerned. I felt like the quality at bats, having more guys that were like taking pitches because they didn't. In other words, they didn't try to make anything happen. And I wonder if the team now is learning to trust itself as far as that very thing. And we have the same issue with Allen.
Everybody's leaving now.
Yeah, repeat that question, Dave. I was distracted by everybody leaving.
Everything is just woo.
Did you guys notice that the quality of bats this week, not because we're hitting well, but as far as the pitching, taking the pitches that are, in other words, instead of trying to make something happen and
being patient.
Gamble, they were patient. Yeah, thank you, Stevie.
Well, that goes back to 2-strike hitting. Making the at bats longer, fouling balls off. It goes back to your approach at the plate and what they worked on this week. Having more patience. Foul them off. Make that pitcher throw some pitches. Sometimes you're always trying to square it up, but sometimes it's good just foul it off. Make him throw it again. Wear him down.
Pitch count up.
Get the pitch count up. Wear him down. There was more patience this weekend. I mean, this weekend you played about as well as you possibly can. To sustain this would be unreal. But it's happened before. So, but we'll see. Dave's muted himself, so I'm assuming he's busy right now. JR, I don't know where JR went. JR typically doesn't bail like that. But we got some other things to discuss outside of Pirate baseball that we'll circle back around to. But what kind of crowd will carry to Raleigh? Is that Tuesday or Wednesday we play State?
Tuesday.
What kind of crowd will carry to Raleigh? I would expect, they draw well themselves, so I would expect to see a good turnout of Pirates over there in Raleighwood.
Yeah, I would think we would travel pretty well going to an NC State game.
Yeah, well, thank you for the snarky answer, Stevie.
Snarky?
Yeah, snarky.
I haven't used that term this week, have we, Kyle?
No, not at all. Thanks for the for the snarky there response. But yeah, we'll carry a good crowd of Raleigh guys. We'll talk about some other topics. I know Dave likes to get in on the round table, but I think we've talked all the baseball we can. Plus, JR's not here to give us stats, so we'll kind of talk about some other news. Oh, Dave's back. There we go. We'll talk about some other things. And JR's back. Yeah, there we go. But JR, anything else baseball related you wanted to say before we go to round table?
Just that we now have won 10 run rule games, which we've never won more than 4 in one season. Now we've won 10, and our record after winning a run rule game is, I think it's like 19-3. It might be 20. It might be 21-3 now after this weekend. So there you go. So that bodes well. Oh, today what? No, never mind. Today wasn't a 10 run rule game. So all right. So I'm done with baseball, Kyle. I'm done with baseball.
Today was a 10-run rule.
Yeah, right? It was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was yesterday. I'm telling you, this
rain
game is going to be messed up.
It was today also, Justin. It was both of them. Or JR.
I'm telling you.
JR. Can JR hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Kyle.
I think today was 10-run rule also, wasn't it?
12-2.
Yeah, it was. I'm getting yesterday and today all mixed up because that dreaded rain delay is messing with me. But yeah, so okay, there you go. That's looking good for NC State then.
Yeah, don't turn your back on the Wolfpack, although we will. All right, so guys, Dave, I'll pitch it to you. Let's talk about some non-baseball stuff. I want to start with this. I'll say this, and you can take it. But Anthony Smith, drafted by the Dallas Cowboys in the 7th round, last round of the draft, but still, he is the 3rd Pirate now on the Cowboys roster, I believe. So good for him. If he makes the roster with 3 Pirates, I might have to become a Cowboys fan. I don't really have an NFL team. How about them Cowboys? But congrats to Anthony Smith, a guy who was here for a couple of years, started off at NC State, became a Pirate. I think that's a testament of you maybe a guy who had an opportunity to leave and go back to a P4 school after what he did in 24, come back in 25, have an even bigger year, now gets drafted. Congrats to him. So anybody know the last time we had somebody drafted? It's been a couple of years, hasn't it?
Revel
get drafted last year.
Yeah.
Siobhan Reville.
Okay, so
Revelle.
1 year, one whole year. I forgot about him. Sorry, Stevie.
Yeah.
Well, didn't I see Mike Wright get signed with the Seahawks?
Yep.
I'm sure we signed quite a few free agent contracts.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Happy about the draft, Stevie. In your neck of the woods, as far as Pittsburgh, your team. So that was pretty cool. And
the best thing Pittsburgh did was the crowd that night. 300 set a record, 320,000 people.
Well, you took the midshipman. That was pretty cool.
That was cool, but the way we handled the first pick was embarrassing. I mean, what they did this year, they shorted the time each team had to 8 minutes. I forgot how much it was last year, which I love because by the time they introduced the pick, they interviewed him, it was already 3 minutes left for the team to make the next selection. Things, when it got to like the 15 to 20th pick, things were really moving where there were like 2 or 3 picks in already. So Pittsburgh picked 21st. They get on the phone. They assumed, and you know what happens when you assume things, right?
Oh, yeah.
You make an ass out of you and me. That's the Bad News Bears line. Well, they assumed that Dallas was going to take the 20th pick, and Dallas wasn't going to pick a wide receiver. So they were on the phone with Malachi Lemon from USC, the wide receiver from USC, before the Dallas pick had even been put in. Meantime, Philadelphia figures Pittsburgh is going to pick Lemon. They move up with Dallas to the 20th pick, and they're trying to get Lemon on the phone to tell him that we're going to take you. But Pittsburgh is on the phone with him. So Philadelphia swoops in, takes that pick away from Pittsburgh. Then Pittsburgh is just like acting like they don't know what the heck they're doing, which they ended up with a pretty decent pick, but they were trying to trade down. Nobody would trade down with them, so they waited till the last minute to make the pick, a kid from a tackle from Arizona State. So 3 of the last 4 first-round picks for Pittsburgh have been tackles.
Well, you build from the inside out.
Yeah,
well, it hasn't worked out too great. The tackle we took a few years ago, he has not performed well, which they've moved into a position that he's not used to, but he's also got a neck injury, so that we don't know how bad he is. So they're going to take that tackle. But Dave, as far as you guys, Sonny Styles, he's going to be a superstar in the NFL.
Yep.
That fell right into Washington's hands.
Yeah, it sure did. I was very happy when I learned about that. And Alan and I pulled for the same team, not only the Pirates, but also
we had to have some speed on the defensive side of the ball and some athleticism. And
Bobby Wagner is getting old.
Yep, he can still make tackles, but he's
not who he used to be.
No, we're talking about the Redskins. Rest in peace, Monty Coleman. I know.
God,
51. Yeah, great linebacker.
I'll tell you what, that was one of my dad's favorite players back in the day because he wasn't one of the big names you always heard from the Redskins back in that time, but he always had a nose for the ball, and he seemed like he would always make a big play when they needed.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 Super Bowls. He won 3.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sure was.
Neil Oklowitz, and that was just you had Monty Coleman, Neil Oklowitz.
Oh God, what was the other? Rich Malott. You remember
Rich Malott, yeah.
Dave, we lost Dave Butts last year, right?
Yeah, Dave Butts is gone.
Yeah. But I wanted
Justin Butts.
He's gone too. We don't know where.
So under the stage. Guys, I apologize. Did Monty Coleman pass?
Yes.
Today.
Oh my gracious! I did not. I did not realize that.
At 68, he was still the head coach at Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
And what a great player. He was part of when Gibbs came in. He was part of getting that thing turned around when they were 0-5. When Gibbs came in 81, and just wow, that's a bummer. I did not realize that.
That was always one that you looked for on that defense, and he was a good special teams player too.
Yeah.
By the way, saw another sad note. By the way, guys, one of my favorite kickers of all time with the Redskins during that time, Mark Mosley, has terminal cancer.
Oh wow!
So very sad. He's one of my all-time favorites. So I saw that
last of the great straightaway kickers too.
Yeah. And I'm just not being whatever, but he had the best perm in the NFL there for a couple of years.
And when was
Justin has just said he's having streaming issues.
Yeah.
Justin, get your prostate checked.
When have you seen a cow cup move on from that?
That is hysterical. That is a great line right there.
That's sick.
By the way, we got to give a shout out to A-Win. Super chats, A-Win.
A-Win. Amen.
There you go, A-Win. There you go. Thank you for the super chat. And 4-0 on the week. Go 8-3 the rest of the way. And
over the last 11, we're 8-3.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought he was saying we need to go 8-3 over the last 11. We got more than 11 games left, so I thought I should have figured that out.
Talk about Mark Mosley. When was the last time you remember a kicker win an MVP in the NFL?
Yeah.
Mark Mosley did that.
He had that incredible season. Wasn't that the year they finished? They only lost 2 games. There was a 1-point loss to Dallas and a 1-point loss to Green Bay. And then they lost to the Raiders in the Super Bowl, obviously.
They got crushed. They got 83 season, but the 84 Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was 83. That was the 83 season going into January '84 for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I don't think.
I don't cry at too many sporting events as a young man, but when the Raiders beat Washington badly that night, I don't mind telling you, I did shed a tear or two.
That was the night. Jack Squirek. I don't know if you remember. Linebacker.
He picked off that pass before halftime.
Yep. That was the nail in the coffin there.
And then Washington scored on their first possession coming out of the locker room. So I said, okay, maybe we got a shot here, but no.
That Marcus Allen
went away. No.
I actually had that Squirek on the podcast. That's been years ago. I think he's passed away now too.
Oh man.
Surprise of the first round of the draft, Ty Simpson picked at 14th by the Rams.
Yeah.
Sean McVay didn't seem too happy about that.
I think he just wanted, from what I was getting, JR, was he didn't want anybody to start saying, oh, y'all are already trying to replace Stafford. He said, this is Stafford's team. When he's ready to quit, he can just say so. Because, a lot of these guys, I think actually one of the Giants wide receivers came out and was talking about how ticked off he was with their picks in the draft. So
because he said, I think he said he's going to have to compete with Stetson Bennett for the number 2.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, no one thinks he's going to replace Stafford in year 1.
No.
So who's playing quarterback in Pittsburgh this year?
Who knows? I mean, we've got our quarterback room right now is Will Howard, Drew Aller, who just got drafted from Penn State, and Mason Rudolph. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers. I guess he's going to wait till the last minute again this year to decide what he's going to do. But I did hear Mike Tomlin in his first really public appearance over the weekend said, if you put a gun to my head, I'd say Aaron Rodgers would be back with the Steelers this year. So,
yeah, well, they're certainly going to have to make some moves. If not, I mean,
I would love to see Will Howard get a shot just to see what he could do. Not saying he is going to be a great NFL quarterback, but he's got the size He's got the championship pedigree with Ohio State.
Oh.
I mean, I would like to see him get a shot with some weapons up there too. But
hey, Kyle, I'm a real man. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. A-Win was talking about 11 games.
Yeah, we do have 11 left. That is correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So
because we're 7-4 over our last 11.
So he's at 8-3 the rest of the way. What would that put our record at?
We would. That's a good question.
Well,
so what are we today? What's our record today?
28-16-1. We would be 36-19-1.
I said 36.
But we know the Campbell game's going to get canceled.
I said 36 gets us in. So would that be enough? You think 8-3 the rest of the way would be enough to host?
No.
Plus, you know that Campbell game is in danger of being canceled.
Why do you say that? Why do you think that game's going to be canceled?
They always do it because it'll hurt our RPI.
What's Campbell's RPI right now?
Well, it's a home game, and if you play, you have negative points, and if you win, you still get negative points, and if you lose,
it depends on what their RPI is. What is
it's
their
terrible.
RPI?
It's terrible. It's dropped like a stone. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it right now, but I mean,
I know at one point the NCAA was encouraging teams not to do that. So if you figure that the rest of the way, I mean, all right. So to get in hosting talk, what do you guys think we would need to do?
Win out
10-1.
But I think it depends on where RPI is. I mean,
yeah, and it depends on
10-2. 10-2. I mean, 10-2. That can't happen. 9-2. 8-2. I'll get it right eventually.
9-2.
Well, I'm going on the theory that we're not playing the Campbell game. I don't know. This will be interesting. I'm not worried about hosting at this point. 8-3, you're a 2 seed. I would think you've surpassed 3, unless you just are horrible in the conference tournament.
That's another thing. We're going to finish. If we finish first in the first or second, we're going to probably we'll be in the championship game or win it, the tournament. And
you would hope. You would hope. I mean, there's no guarantees.
No. I know it's not. But
it also, Kyle, finishing 10-2 or wait, I'm sorry, 10-1 or 9-2 or 8-3. That's only part of the equation. Then hosting is also considering the conference tournament. So we couldn't like
2 and barbecue in the conference tournament.
That would hurt.
Yeah.
You get to 38. You get to 38 wins. That's gonna. You'll be in the discussion. You get to 38 wins.
Yeah. It's just interesting how this has turned so fast. But
that's what we got to continue to. That's what we got to do. Continue to win, because if we continue to win and we go with Allen,
I just think it's because so many teams this year that are normally powers are struggling, particularly with their RPIs, and so it doesn't take much with our strength of schedule to just climb in the RPI so fast.
And we've also seen a team that's been very inconsistent. I hope it doesn't happen, and I pray it doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're right, Alan.
You go the other way too.
Yeah. You're right, because we were talking. We had turned it on a few weeks ago and thought we had turned a corner, and hopefully this is a true corner turn, and not just us being streaky in a good way. But guys, another thing we needed to discuss, we talked about the draft, is the extension of Kim McNeil, ladies basketball coach. Dave, do you have how many more years was her contract extended? Do you know?
I don't know, but I do know that it's $225,000 a year. I'll have to look that up. So that's good for her. And what I'm happy with is she's done a hell of a job of recruiting. I mean, she lost her best player with Mama Joyner. They went to LSU, and I don't know what Mama is doing now, what she did this year at LSU, because she's not a Pirate anymore. But she lost her best player and made it to the championship game again, over 20 wins. So she's had 2 20-win seasons over the last few years. But she's a friend of the show. She loves the Sports Objective, and we need to get her back on again. But by the way, Stevie.
Yes.
I'm putting you on the spot, but don't worry, I'm going to save you if you don't know the answer to this.
Put me on the spot.
Guess what? Former Redskin played. I'll tell you this: more of a recent Redskin played in the secondary for for the Redskins, a fan favorite. His daughter is coming to East Carolina to play for Kim McNeil. So I'm gonna make sure you get him on the podcast.
Recent, more recent.
No,
You want me to answer it or let him do it?
Well, if he doesn't, then I'll.
It's a fan favorite, and it's been in the last 15 years?
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Are we talking about Darryl Green?
No, we're not.
No, not Darryl Green.
Nope.
Fred Smoot.
Fred Smoot.
Oh, okay. Fred Smoot. Yeah, I remember Fred.
Yeah, he's going to be coming to some games, so we'll have to
definitely
get him on the final score.
He is very entertaining.
Yeah, he is very entertaining. I just want to make a correction because the reason I got kicked off earlier is because I was on Warren Nolan, and that thing is like just a malware, petri dish. So I went on another. When Kyle asked me Campbell's RPI, I went on another one, and that was from 2025, 189. But they're actually 66 this season, and they're 20-4 in conference. So that game will be played, I'm pretty sure.
There you go.
It's a lot better than what it was. Yep.
Oh, there's John White.
And by the way, here's another stat for you. You ready? You ready for another stat, Johnny?
Yep.
All right, I got one for you. The Kyle's gonna love this. Only 19 weekends until East Carolina and Alabama.
Yeah, looking forward to the start of college football season. Not looking forward to that game, but I'm looking forward to the start of college football season.
Well, Johnny and I we were talking again yesterday. Johnny's got a hookup, so we'll have a great time at that game.
What did you guys think about the Alabama coach getting a new contract?
Ridiculous, Stevie.
With a 20-8 record.
It's unnecessary, right, Kyle?
Record. It's just not. It's just unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary, but and I know me and Kyle had this back and forth early in the week.
We talked about this on the show Thursday night, but
me and you, I wasn't on the show.
Yeah,
Thursday
I know.
night.
I'm just saying we've talked about this on the show.
Okay,
already.
never mind. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Stevie. Go ahead, Stevie.
Sorry, that's sick, Kyle.
Yeah.
I just don't see Alabama, and I know Kyle said he's not Nick Saban. Nobody's gonna be Nick Saban.
Yeah,
a 20-8 record with Alabama. The Alabama people.
They
only made the playoffs last year. They're horrible.
Well, there was talk before last year of him being let go
because they're insane. They're unrealistic.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get across to you.
Oh, I agree with you. We just agree with you.
I'm not saying as a coach a 20-8 record is bad, but as an Alabama coach, I just find it hard to believe. It was surprising to me that the Alabama people would want to give him another contract.
Yeah, no, we agree there. It was just different perspective. Yeah, it wasn't necessary.
Don't get snarky with me, Kyle.
Look, I'll come to Lasker and stomp on your toes. Look,
just don't get snarky with me.
Yeah, look, I'm a smarmy mother trucker. Look,
I don't know what you guys just said to me, but Okay.
Well, I can understand that when you're talking about Stevie, but I
do want to talk about. We do need to mention.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's finish the discussion on Mike DeBose.
Mike DeBose.
Mike
DeBose. What are you talking about?
I went back in time. What's his damn name?
Kalen DeBoer.
Kalen DeBoer.
Mike
DeBose. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm like, who is Mike DeBose?
He was the head coach at Alabama at one point. But Kalen DeBoer. It wasn't necessary.
Gene Stallings.
It wasn't necessary. I don't know why they did it right now. I don't get the point.
I don't either. Hey, if y'all are going to go back, mention the one that was.
Right, Kenny. I hope you're right. I hope they already fired.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? That'll be another game. Kyle says there ain't no way in hell we're going to win, so I'm going to.
That would be.
What are you comparing? What are you comparing that to, Dave?
Huh?
The two.
No, Dave said it'll be another game. I said, compared to what?
The bowl game.
I did. All right, this is the last time we're discussing this. This is you know what? You know what? I was exactly right.
Please clip that. Please clip that.
This is the last time we're discussing this. I didn't go to the bowl game because we decided not to go because of all the portal transfers.
Yeah.
And then the day of the game, I wanted to do a day trip, and Jessica didn't want to. So that's why I didn't go to the bowl game. But I did not say we wouldn't win the game. I said it would be one of the greatest wins in ECU history under the circumstances if we find a way to win it. And then I paint it out. Go back and listen to the show from the live show the night before the bowl game.
Yep.
I painted out exactly how we could win the game.
How do we win the Alabama game?
Bazooka.
I mean,
there's no way. There's no way. Torrential downpour to the point where there's absolutely no offensive football.
Food poisoning.
And we win it like 3-0 because all we can do is kick a field goal. Is the talent difference between East Carolina and Alabama, or Alabama and any other school in the American, is already a challenge. When you're breaking in a brand new offense with brand new offensive pieces, and like Matt Semenza, who played the game, like he said, this is the worst case scenario to open up in a game like Alabama. You drop a truth bomb on Kyle. There's no truth bomb. There's no truth bomb. Dave says we're going to win every game.
No, that's not true.
Okay, you're going on record now. We're going to beat Alabama, Dave. You're going on record on that. We're going to beat Alabama.
Hot take, yeah, sure.
You're going on. Okay, all right. So you're taking the Pirates over Bama. All right. The line on that game is probably going to be 24 points. Would be my guess.
Take the points.
The 24 points. Based on what? Why are you taking the points?
I just don't.
Sell me on why we're going to beat Alabama or cover the spread.
I just don't. This is not the Nick Saban era. We may lose a game, but I just don't think that it's going to be 63-10 or something like it.
All right, you tell me why. Tell me how we're going to stay in the game. Tell me how we're going to do it.
They're not a fine-tuned machine either. I mean, they're replacing everybody, including the quarterback.
They couldn't run last year.
We got a lot of defensive returners.
Tell me how we win the game.
We probably don't.
I said the defense is a lot better than we give it credit for.
Yep, I agree, Dave.
It's exactly
our defense.
Yes.
I give the defense a tremendous amount of credit. I think they're going to have to carry us through the first 4 or 5 games, probably.
Yeah, I said that's the one. You asked me how we're going to win the game, and I said our defense, for sure. Our defense, I think, can hang a lot better than what people maybe even think about Alabama. If Alabama falls, definitely doesn't take us seriously, it might be the upset of the century. What was it, Kyle? With we might have to get Arnie Spanner back on the phone.
Well, here's the thing. I think the strength of our defense, our front seven is always. I think our secondary is going to be good. The 3 of our defense is our front seven. Our D line against our offensive line is not going to be an advantage for us. So, like it was against Pitt, where we could get pressure on their quarterback, I don't know how much pressure we're going to be to get on the Alabama quarterback. If we can get pressure on the quarterback and force some turnovers, we can hang around. I just don't know in game 1.
Right.
We're not breaking in. This isn't a situation where it's a new quarterback and a new OC. This is a situation where it's a new OC, new quarterback, new receivers, new offensive line, new tight ends, new running backs. It's new everything. And you're opening up on the road in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I hate this game as our opener this year. If we had Caden Hauser back, if we had the whole, in a normal year before the portal, I would go, I still don't think we'd win the game, but I would feel good about keeping it competitive. I think we have the defense to keep the game from getting out of hand. But unless that offense is just clicking like Lincoln Riley against Tulsa in game 1, I just don't see any way, shape, or form we can win this game. Or as far as the 24-point spread, I don't know. I don't know if we could cover that or not. You could play well and lose by 24 to Alabama. I mean, really. So
boy.
Dave, here's the deal. Take whatever the points are. When the points come out, take the points, do your deal, whatever, and you'll get a brand new van.
Okay.
The next week. If you play your cards right and things work out like you think they might, you'll have a brand new Dave Mobile for the Appalachian State game the following week.
Wow. I'll take that.
Take that. Believe in your Pirates. Take that bet, put that money down, and you'll have a new best friend in me too. So, because that's what you got to do, man. You got to.
Here's a gambling website that has their line at 20.5.
Okay.
And then they're ranking ECU as the 60th best team, and Alabama is 12. But
there you go.
Their game notes. I won't read them all. Alabama, shaky vibes after that 25 finish. New reality, talent is down. DeBoer, big extension should settle any speculation. Blah blah blah. Quarterback Russell versus Mac, even battle in fall camp. No clear cut leader. Running backs are weak. They don't have a strong running back room. So they're not the Alabama. That's what I've been trying to say. No, I don't think we're going to win, but they're not. They're just not the same Alabama team that's going to roll us by 40 points. I don't think.
My hope for that game is defense. We keep them, keep the points down. I think the defense is good enough to do that. And then the offense gets it going in the fourth, and we score a couple of touchdowns late, make the score look good. That's what I want for that game. Carry the momentum into Appalachian State. It's simply, do I think we're going to see what happened against Michigan? No. If it does, I still don't think that means a lot in terms of how the season's going to go. It would concern me for the next week against Appalachian. But in terms of how the season goes, when you got so many new moving pieces in this offense, it could be a several week process before this offense gets clicking. Now, best case scenario, we get it going, pretty fast. But Alabama or any Power 4 school that's in the upper echelon of the Power 4 is not a school I would want to open up with this year, breaking in a brand new offense. Take Alabama out of the equation. It could be pick a school. West Virginia. Well, maybe not West Virginia is not a good example. It could be
okay.
Pick somebody. Florida State, and they sucked last year. Breaking in a brand new offense. It's just I'd rather do it against an FCS opponent or a very weak FBS opponent. I'd like to have a tune-up game to get the offense rolling before App. I mean, I don't like the Alabama game. I'm glad so many people are excited about going. I hope everybody has fun and enjoys their trip. But comparing it to the bowl game against Pittsburgh, it's nonsense. It's not comparable. By the way, somebody mentioned earlier the last time talking about crying during a ball game. That's the last time I cried is when we beat Pittsburgh. So in the bowl game. So this constant being brought up about the bowl game is really starting to piss me off, and I'm trying to be nice about it, but last time I want to hear it.
All right, I've got a new feature now. Will ECU upset Alabama on Saturday, September 5th? Type 1 or 2 in the chat, and we'll see about that. But that's
we do need to bring up.
We're going to be talking about this game at least a dozen or more times before it actually happens. And I just hope that if we have some optimism that you don't just trample us, Kyle.
Yeah, well, let
us have a dream.
I'm a realist, JR. I don't give a damn about optimism. I'm a realist. And my reality is I want to beat Appalachian State week 2, and I want to keep their ass.
I know, but
you're like automatically.
Here's what the average fan is thinking about Alabama. Just the average Joe that doesn't. They think, okay, ECU, Alabama, that's cool. It's going to give ECU more national exposure. It's a good money game, and nobody expects ECU to beat Alabama. But just for the average fan, I think it's something that it piques people's interest. I really do. I think this, and we're doing it for the money. There's no other way around it. We're doing it for the money.
Put towards NIL.
And we're doing it for the money. And let's say we. At the end of the first quarter, it's 14-7, 14-10, whatever. I mean, there's going to be a lot of eyes and ears that are going to go, and flip over to that game. So
you guys got to realize how my brain works. So this is when I look at a football season. I analyze the schedule. I analyze the hell out of the schedule. I go, I'd rather play this game before this game, rather play that game before this game. If I could make a schedule in a perfect order. And there's under no circumstances would I want to open up with Alabama
I know
in this situation with a brand new offense,
right. And there's a lot of
Kyle, but it is what it is, and I mean,
you got to play the games that
we
you're
know. Yeah, I agree with
All right,
you.
all right. We're going to
we
be.
got to make the best of it.
We're going.
There's a lot of
we're going to
teams
beat
that are in
Alabama.
the same
I
boat that
literally
we
just
are.
said I hope everybody has a good time. I hope is this going. What I'm getting tired of is being picked on for not going.
I agree with that. No, that I agree.
I have no interest. Tuscaloosa can kiss my ass. I have no interest in it. I don't have a heart on to go see that stadium. It does not appeal to me at all. That's like the last place I'd want to go on earth. Is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It doesn't appeal to me, and so it is the antithesis of everything I am. Yeah, I hate elitism, and that's what they are. I hate the big money of college football, and that's what they are. If there's one team I would love to beat, it would be Alabama. But do I think we can do that? No, and I'm not going to go spend money on a game I think we're going to lose. Now, what I hope is we go down there and we have a hell of a defensive effort. We get them in the fourth quarter, and the game is still, not out of hand, and we score a couple late and make it a ball game. That's what I hope. But do I realistically think we can upset Alabama? No. No, I don't. I don't think that makes me anti-pirate, a bad pirate.
It doesn't at all. But I think we should be able to talk about it without.
Oh, I didn't say you shouldn't be able to talk about it. What I said is I don't want to hear about me not going to the Pittsburgh game anymore.
I think we should bury that one. But okay, let me say this, Kyle. Okay, so everyone says, okay, App State beat Michigan in the Big House.
Sure.
Well, there were two other games that were much bigger upsets than that, and they were more recent as well. So I'm just saying, you just don't know, especially the first game of the season. Nobody has any idea what Alabama is. Well, just to give you hope, Howard went to Las Vegas as a 45-point underdog and beat the Rebels. And that was 2017. And then Stanford, when they beat USC, they were a 42-point underdog. No one thought they could win that game. So it can happen. I'm not saying it's going to, but let us dream. We know you would rather not play the first week, but it is on the schedule the first week. You have to play it.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask Kyle this though. And
sure.
Would you rather play Alabama the first week or the middle of the season?
Middle of the season.
Why?
I don't.
Gives us a chance to get our offense going.
It also gives them a chance to get their stuff
better too.
Going too.
I would much rather see them week one. If you got to see them, much rather see them week one.
Especially if you don't think you can beat them. What difference does it make?
Because you're looking at it different than I am. You guys are looking at the Alabama game as the Alabama game. I'm not looking at the Alabama game as the Alabama game. I'm looking at the Alabama game, looking at it as the Appalachian State.
App State.
Yes. Yeah. So to me, if you go game one, you don't get your offense clicking, you get banged up, you get hurt. App gets going against Maine, then bam, you're 0-2 when you could be 2-0, or so.
Well,
that I'm not looking at it as the Alabama game. I'm looking at the Alabama game in regards to the next game. So that's why I'd rather play them. If we were to open up with, and it doesn't matter, the schedule is what it is. But you asked the question, or Stevie asked the question. If you opened up with A&T, and then you played Appalachian State, and then you played Old Dominion, and you're 3-0, baby, 3-0. You got all the momentum in the world. Now you got 3-0 East Carolina going to Alabama in week 4. Now you got a story. Now you got something to talk about.
No, for me,
you also got Alabama probably going in there. I mean, and what I'm saying here is just what JR brought it up earlier. Alabama lost a lot of what they got, and I know what they've got waiting in the wings. Listen. I know what they've got waiting in the wings is better than anything most schools have.
I need Matt. Where's Matt? Get Matt up here, God. He's the only one who seems to think about this the same way I do.
Yeah,
no, we get the schedule thing. We get that.
Yeah, I'll let you say your piece. Let me say my piece before you start saying I'm not saying we're going to win the game. I said I would rather play them week 1 than middle of the season. I didn't ever say I thought they were going to win the game. So let's get that straight right now. I'm just saying, you've got uncertainty. You've got team chemistry with Alabama that might be off. That's going to be your best shot.
I'm not worried about beating Alabama. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm just well. Let me ask you this, Kyle. Let me ask you this: if they had scheduled,
if I think we're going to lose the game week 1, and I think we're going to lose the game week 4,
why? I mean, let's not just schedule anybody that we think's better than us. Then
no, it's not about scheduling people you think is better than you. It's about scheduling. It's about scheduling people.
You got to go down there and give it your best shot. Try to win.
Well, I'm not suggesting we forfeit the game.
No, I'm just saying you got to go down there thinking you can beat them.
Oh, I don't have to go down there thinking anything. I don't play.
Well, I didn't say you did. I'm talking about the football team, dude. I'm just saying.
If they're relying on me for motivation, I feel sorry for them.
That's not what.
I mean, I'm talking about my opinion.
I'm talking about mine too. I'm just saying it's not.
If you're looking at what you have to understand.
I just said I think we had. I'd rather play them the first game of the year than play them middle of the season.
Do you think we'll beat them the first game of the year?
Yeah, I don't think we will. But I mean,
do you think? Okay, then what's the difference?
Anything can happen. Well, what's the difference in playing them in week 4, week 5?
Because we have a chance to get our offense going before
so do they.
I'm not worried about beating Alabama.
Okay.
Listen to what I'm saying. I think we can go. You're not. You're hearing me, but you're not hearing me. Nobody's hearing me.
I have heard you. I never said I thought we were going to win, Kyle.
I think we can go 11-1.
But we can't talk about the game. Okay, go ahead.
I think we can go 11-1 with the schedule we have. I think if we played Alabama week 4, it wouldn't affect the first 3 games. Well, I'm not worried about A&T. What I'm worried about is ODU and App State. Central. Who cares? What I'm worried about is App State and Old Dominion. What I'm worried about is App State and Old Dominion. Yeah. And what I'm saying is playing Alabama week 1, hurts our chances of beating App State and Old Dominion.
I don't think so.
No, we're going to go against SEC linemen, and then they're going to get App State and be like, they're going to just push them all over the field because they're like, wow.
Well, yes, in terms of the defense, I agree. But what I'm talking about is getting the offense clicking.
I was not being totally serious there, Kyle. But yeah, I'm just trying to get out of this without any hurt feelings or anything.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm being ganged up on because I think you guys.
I'm getting that impression too. That's why I'm trying to.
I can find all 5 of you. It's for 4 of you. I can't count. You're missing my point. If as far as JR said you can't talk about the game, look, go back, rewind the tape. If people would quit attacking me from the beginning, I wouldn't come out swinging.
Nobody's attacking you.
Oh, wrong. Go back and listen to how you started.
No, I just feel I don't get that impression at all. I don't. The only reason I made that statement is going forward, I just hope we can talk about this game without the schedule coming up because the schedule's been made and it is what it is.
It's relevant to the game. And when I say I don't want to play Alabama week 1,
that's fine if you don't want to play.
It is in relation to the rest. Matt said the same thing and nobody said shit to him. Said the exact same thing. He hates playing them week 1 because of not being able to get the offense.
I would say the same thing if Matt was here. Matt, if you're listening, I'd rather play them week 1 than week 5.
But you're thinking in regards of beating Alabama. It's easier to beat them week 1.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Kyle, I didn't say I think they're going to win. I said they've got a better chance to play with them in week 1.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think they would beat
us? I never said I thought they were going to win.
Be respectable on national TV, and we have a better shot at being respectable in week 1.
I think when you have a chance to get your offense going through a few games.
But what if their offense is? But you don't. That's. I'm not anti you at all. I'm not attacking you. My thing is the offense could be ready by then. We could go down there, lose 100-0. We could go down there, and every defensive player could get hurt. There's all kinds of. If we're going to play that game, a what-if game, I can walk outside and be blown away right now. I mean,
there's going to be a lot more eyes, and it matters. There's going to be a lot more eyes on East Carolina week 1 against Alabama than there would be if we played the poor sisters of the incarnate
Yeah,
word
I'm
Central.
not saying. Well, actually, I am saying don't play Alabama, but I'm not saying don't play games like that at all. But here's a reality check. Besides South Carolina, we've never beaten an SEC school. So, I mean, you got that going against you already. But in terms of what I'm saying is, I look at this game and I look at the situation of this game this year with a brand. Again, it's not a new OC. It's a new OC. It's a new quarterback. It's new receivers, new offensive line, new running backs. And I want the offense to get in rhythm. I wish we had a week 0 game the week before we played Alabama. I hate trying to get the offense in rhythm against an SEC defense. It is not an ideal situation, is all I'm saying. And I look at that in regards of the following week. And I just don't see how we're going to get the offense clicking against those guys. If somebody will explain to me how we will and why you think we will.
I can say this. If you want to play Alabama, and a lot of people do, and I think some of the recruits we got were, kind of like intrigued by the fact that, hey, week 1, I'm playing in Tuscaloosa. I think it's a good thing. You're not playing Alabama this season any other week than week 1 because they have 9 SEC games this season, and they start in week 2 at Kentucky. So they have to start thinking about Kentucky. I'm sorry, they do. They're going to be looking ahead a little bit. And then they don't have any other breaks except for their annual, what do you call it, FCS game in week 12 that they play, and then the other game has been set for years against Florida State. So, I mean, this is it. We either play them week 1 or we don't play them, and I want to play them. So,
yeah, it doesn't matter to me if it's 1975, 85, 95, 2005, or this year. When people saw Alabama on the schedule and were East Carolina fans, the average fan went, "Oh, wow, cool," because everybody knows we're playing it for the money. So
here's the thing, sorry, Alec.
I'm just saying. I mean, again, we're not. Nobody's thinking that we're going to go down there and win the game, but it's an intriguing matchup because it is Alabama versus East Carolina. And when's the last time that's happened?
97.
It's been forever since we played Alabama.
30
so
years.
There's going to be a lot of eyes and a lot of ears on this game, and I don't see that as a negative. I just don't. But on the field, but I get Kyle's point 100%. I just think the positives outweigh the negatives from a standpoint of ECU football being in the limelight.
And I'll make 2 points. The first is the reason why I am a Pirate football fan and he went to East Carolina and all that is because we back in the day we were independent, and so the slogan was we're going after the best. We didn't say we're going after the worst, the least, have a cupcake schedule. So I'm not saying play murder's row. I think it's fair. I don't like, and Kyle and I agree on the fact I don't want a bye game every single year. We have another one next year with Northwestern. Okay. But I think Gilbert, I'll give him credit. I think he said he wanted to do one maybe once every few years. I don't have a problem with that. And then if you look at as far as another thing, Kyle, is I think if this was the last year of Mike Houston and we're playing Alabama, I would definitely be in a different state of mind as far as I like our chances a lot better with Blake Harrell. And I think our talent is a lot better than what we had then. And I think I do give us a shot. There's no reason to, and I know that. Well, here's what Kenny says: you play the game to win. You don't go into the game with a defeatist mentality.
I'm not playing.
No, but he's talking about the team. If I had a coach that I was right beside who said, I can't win that game. I can't win that game. I can't win that game. I don't know how I'm going to win that game. So how does that make you feel as somebody that's covering the team? And if
I'm not a coach.
I know you're not a coach. I'm just telling you that we've got to go in there and
I agree 100%. The team better go in there thinking they can win it. If the team doesn't go in there thinking they can win it, they're going to get murdered.
Well, the fans think they can win it. We're the support of the team.
What my opinion matters not to what this team does. It matters not. I could say they're going to go down there and poop their pants. It doesn't make a difference. It matters not. So why anybody's getting mad at me in terms of the
Nobody's
team?
mad at you.
I'm not mad.
Nobody's mad. I'm not mad.
I mean,
We love you.
people keep saying we got to have this. We got to have this mindset. Well, I agree. The team does. The team does. But I'm just telling you, I don't like this game. It's fine, and I hope everybody goes to Tuscaloosa and has a great time, and nobody will be happier. I promise you. I promise you. Nobody will be happier than me if we go down there and play well. Nobody. We go down there and we lose 31-21. I'll be ecstatic. I'll be like, bring on App. We're going to kick their ass. If we go down there and pull off the miracle, I'll be doing backflips. But I won't regret not going because there is in no way, shape, or form would I go to Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's again the antithesis of everything I'm about. And so no, I wouldn't. If I was in Tuscaloosa for the weekend, for some other, I would no. I have no interest in it. So it's just I think people are misunderstanding me on two wrongs. One, I have no interest in Alabama. Screw Alabama and everything they stand for. And two, when I'm talking about this Alabama game, I'm talking about it in regards to the rest of the season. If we were going to play it, I'd rather play it game 4. If you asked me where I wanted them to schedule, it would be game 4.
Yeah, well, another thing that's
Miami. Yeah. I'm not new. We beat Miami twice. So yeah, please teach me about the history of East Carolina football.
That's the reason that we have a chip on our shoulder. We had the Montgomery years. We're not talking about during those times that we would have a chance in hell to win the game.
Look, I just said I think this team could go 11-1. There's not another game on this schedule,
right?
That I don't think we could win, or couldn't win, I should say. So it's not about that. It's just, again, Stevie posed the question. I'd rather play game 4 because we'd have a chance. I think a really good chance to go 3-0, and then be walking into that game 3-0 with the national spotlight on us. 3-0 East Carolina going to whatever Alabama's record would be. Could this be an upset type game? Getting a lot of talk about it. And then if we lose it, we'd lose it, and then you move on to the rest of the season. I think we lose it either way. But in game 4, barring injuries, it wouldn't affect the remainder of the season, is my point. Whereas I'm scared that a poor performance offensively against Alabama, because you can't get your offense in rhythm, could lead to a poor performance in game 2, at least early on, while we're still getting our offense in rhythm. That is the point I keep trying to make.
And we get that. We're not anti-you. We're not mad at you. And it's okay if we have different opinions on why we're going, why we're not going, or whatever. But for me,
I prefer not to be ganged up on next time.
Nobody's ganging up on you, dude.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna, I'm gonna phone a friend. I'm gonna get mad in here, and then it's gonna be 2-on-4.
We're not hanging up on you. You're taking
drop kicks and elbows and DDTs.
Nobody is hanging up on you.
I will do.
Well, by the nature of the discussion, when 4 other people have a different opinion than you, it's 4 against 1, whether intentional or unintentional.
Yeah, but you won't consider my point at all, and I think it has a huge.
I won't consider anybody else's point when I think I'm right, JR.
Okay.
Well, if I think I'm right, I think I'm right, and nobody's going to convince me otherwise.
It's week 1 or never against Alabama. So.
Well, yes, I agree. I'm not suggesting that we can change the schedule. I mean, it's just what I don't like about it. It's just what I don't like about it.
I mean, I don't like the fact that we can't get more ACC schools because I'm about selling season tickets, and when we can't
absolutely.
Okay, right. So we're all in agreement on this. I didn't schedule the game, and Blake Harrell and the coaching staff and the support staff and the players. There was only 2 people that scheduled that game. And
right.
So,
roll the tape back. Just roll the tape back.
Exactly.
Everybody re-listen to the show, and you'll figure this out.
Well,
Kyle knows more about scheduling than I do. I'm just curious, Kyle. How did and this isn't this is just an honest question. App State's at UNC week 1. I mean, how did they get that game?
App State's at UNC week 1.
Yeah.
App State plays Maine at home week 1.
Oh, that's right. I told you that last week. This schedule must be. Did they play Carolina the first game of this season?
No, they played Charlotte in the first game last year.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to look dumb to make you feel better. Did it
Well,
work?
I appreciate it, JR. They open up with Maine. But I don't know. I don't know what schedule you're looking at there. If something got
I used AI, which I shouldn't do.
No.
I said, what are the best week September 5th games? It said App State at North Carolina.
That was Mac Brown's. That was Mac Brown's last year, I believe.
A few years ago.
Yeah, that was a high scoring game, if I remember right. UNC barely won.
Yeah, Kenny says this is going to be a great topic going forward until the season starts. And I would, we only have Alabama. They're the only game right on the schedule because they're the next one. They're the next game. And I don't, for me, I went to the big house, and if we'd had an offense that day, we had no offense. Speaking of having no offense and no quarterback, that was a tough one. But I do believe that we're going to be a lot better.
So just in general, forget it's Alabama. Just Alabama doesn't matter. Just in general, if NFL, college football, high school football, Stevie, you coached high school football for several years. If you're breaking in a brand new offense, let's say you had a brand new offensive coordinator and you got a whole new team, would you rather play an easy team week 1 or a hard team week 1?
We did it every year. Our coach, going back to when I played, we played one of the toughest teams the first game of the year, and we didn't understand it at the time because we were like, why the heck are we playing this? But the second week when we came out against our conference stuff, the coach said at halftime, are these guys hitting you any harder than you got hit last week? We got used to playing the big boys, and then the rest of the schedule. Not saying it was easy, but it wasn't any harder than what we played that first week.
Right.
So it was kind of like.
As a coach, what would you rather have?
I totally understand because we used to play a team when they were a powerhouse. Word of God, first week of the season.
Oh wow!
And actually, that was the best time to get them. Because those guys were not in rhythm. They were out of shape. So that's why I said that earlier. You might have a new offense. You got a new quarterback in Alabama. And I'm not saying by any means ECU is going to go down there and whip Alabama or anything like that. I'm just saying you got a new quarterback. You got he's going to have to step in there. You don't know how he's going to be. So, best chance to get him is right then. And I know we've got a new offensive system, a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, and everything. But, I'm just saying that might be your best shot to play a tight game with Alabama.
And I do believe that we have the talent, and it might take a few weeks to get going. But I believe that Appalachia State is down. I think Old Dominion's down. We have
Old Dominion was good last year. They lost some pieces to the portal. I wouldn't say they're down. Appalachian lost a ton to the portal, and they weren't very good last year anyway. But I get what you're saying, Stevie. I do, and I think that I think our defense could keep their offense in check. I think it could be a rather low scoring game.
Right.
But again, I worry about getting the offense going.
I understand, I understand what you're talking about because just like if you go back a few years ago with Michigan going out of the big house, but it is what it is. You got to play it. You have to play the game.
Well, let me ask you this, Kyle. We lost to the national champion. Will Alabama be the national championship this year?
Will they be? Alabama? No, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. No, I haven't really projected who I think is going to be playing for the national championship. Do I think? No, I don't. Why do you ask?
I'm just saying there's a lot of factors in there that that was a long ass drive. Yeah, it was a long ass drive to to Ann Arbor, but we had a good time. That was like
somebody hitting their mic. What the hell was that?
Sound like Stevie.
Yep. Guys,
I
I
did it.
love every one of you. I do. But have we beat this horse to death enough? Or
Nah.
yeah, I mean, I'm just, but
I would imagine our listeners are enjoying it.
we're
Kenny
gonna
Carlin is.
we're gonna have to discuss this, a lot more between now and game one. So
it just amazes me how my opinion just affects everybody so much that it just boggles my mind that I have a different opinion than everyone else's, and it bothers everybody so much. It just
didn't bother me. I mean,
I don't affect the outcome of anything. I don't.
No, nobody say you did. It didn't bother me at all. But I mean,
I'm not upset at all.
No,
but I get it. Didn't bother me either, Kyle. The only thing that I even commented is because I just want to be able to talk about the game without
I think
the
we just
schedule.
talked about it quite substantially.
No, I know. I'm saying going forward without the schedule being mentioned. Like,
it's going to be mentioned every time because it's on my mind.
Oh, but
it's going to be mentioned every time. It's just,
I'll tell you what's on my mind.
It's going to because I think
what's on my mind, Kyle.
We're sick.
No, it's
again, JR. I'll go back to listen to how the beginning of the conversation started. Then that would be why I came off so aggressively.
It's the reemergence of the reincarnation of Billy White Shoes Johnson at the ECU baseball game yesterday.
That was me.
Hey, Johnny, you're a shoe guy. I'm a shoe guy. I didn't see it. What did you have on?
Good.
I had the Adidas out of zero triple whites, and let me tell you,
triple whites.
That's right.
They are definitely triple whites, boy.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, after all that rain, they were covered in sand and mud, and they were soaking wet, and they'll never be that white again. I can tell you that.
You just bleach them.
Yep. You wash your shoes, and they'll come out perfect. Right here, I have a red, white, and blue pair of the same shoe that you were discussing. And here's my whitest pair. These are Pumas, and they're pretty white.
That don't even touch me.
Don't touch me.
No.
John, if any of you ever watch Friends,
those shoes were so white they don't season their chicken.
Yeah. If any of you ever watched the show Friends when Ross bleached his teeth too much, that was Johnny's shoes today.
Man. Wow.
Hey, John,
like I said, those shoes are so white they got to take $4,800.
I worry about a man that wears his brand fairly, because these are fairly new shoes, his brand new white shoes to a ball game on a rainy Sunday.
Well, you know what? I didn't consider the rain.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
But these are cool. These are cool shoes. I don't. Do you find these comfortable? The new Adidas.
That's all I have is Adidas.
He's got an exclusive deal with Adidas.
He better damn well wear them when we're doing this show.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you can't see him anyway.
That's what he's talking about.
I'll take his word for it.
As long as he goes out in public with his Adidas on, he's all right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything before we get out of here?
There was something I was going to, a couple things. Wrestling documentary debuting tonight on the Von Erichs, I think is pretty cool.
Another one.
This is a WWE production on the curse of the Von Erichs.
Is that A&E?
A&E, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out.
Carson Hocevar gets his first win ever in NASCAR today and does the coolest post-race burnout I have ever seen.
I don't even know how he pulled that off.
In my life.
You will never see that burnout again. NASCAR will make sure of that.
I can't believe that they didn't shoot him down or something.
Yeah, he was. I'm sure he was in the trailer as soon as they packed up Victory Lane.
And then I think he hit the accelerator instead of the brake right before he hit the wall.
He was stuck. I thought he was stuck in the car when he was trying to. It looked like he was trying to get out.
Could you imagine if he fell out? I've never. I mean, it took me a while, Alan, to figure out how he was even doing it. It was crazy.
But he'll never see it again, just like you'll never see the Hail Melon again. But that
Martinsville.
That was damn cool. The kids,
that was.
I don't have a driver that I live and die with anymore, But if I'm going to pull for a driver, it's going to be that kid because he is the real deal.
And nobody likes
Thank
him.
you,
None of the other
Johnny.
drivers like him, which makes me like him more. But here's the coolest thing about the victory celebration was his fire suit. He had the fake cowboy boots. Did you notice that?
Yep, and he's a humble kid. I mean, you can see how emotional he was after that win. So, NASCAR has screwed up a lot of things over the last number of years, and I disagree with a lot of things. But what happened today in Talladega was certainly a nice moment for racing.
Yeah. Hey, he's a tall kid. Could you imagine Ty Gibbs trying to do that? There's no way. He'd never be able to reach the pedal. There's no way.
When he was trying, I couldn't figure what he was trying to do because it looked like I thought he had his foot stuck underneath one of the pedals and couldn't get out or something. And then I realized what he was doing when he went back in. And I was, you got to be kidding. That's every guy's dream to drive a race car and the car's going around the track and you're high-fiving and peace signing the crowd with one hand and driving with the other or with your feet or however he was doing it.
Yeah, he has my respect for sure.
Yeah, NASCAR, but you're right. You're right. NASCAR he's probably still in the trailer.
They'll find him.
By the way, we had a sweep for the Pirates, but also how about the sweep for the Hurricanes, baby?
Yep.
Ottawa goes down.
So
that's great for Carolina because they get some rest.
Is it the Flyers next?
Not yet. The Flyers are up 3-1 on the Penguins right now.
The Penguins won a game. Okay.
You get some rest. And by the way, guys, I was going to tell you we had a really nice crowd last night at Carteret Speedway, and you guys still have an open invitation anytime you want to come.
Are we going on May 30th, Kyle?
I have surgery on the 21st. Good Lord willing. I'll let you know after that. I'm going to hold off on buying tickets and making plans to see how my recovery is going, but I hope so.
You'll be able to get them. You'll be able to get them at the gate, I'm sure. And if you are able to come, we'll make sure you have a good time.
That was one of my favorite bands from the 90s. So I've never seen them. So I would love.
Me and Stevie saw them at Deadwood.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's a great place.
Years ago.
We didn't know each other, but we were both there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they did play there. That's right. I forgot about that.
That's a place you never hear anything about anymore, but they still have good food.
They don't do it.
You're actually Jr. Alan. You're wrong. Actually, Deadwood gets hit up a lot on TikTok by food reviewers. So or places unique stops in North Carolina. So it is talked about still, but just in a different setting. It gets coverage on TikTok for
Well, that's cool. Hey,
every year it gets voted best restaurant in Beargrass. Every year.
every year. Never misses.
That's a good one. I will tell you that Mr. Ira, God rest his soul, I miss him. Mr. Ira, he was obviously the original owner. His kids run it now. But anyway, he told me point blank, the reason why they don't, he brought it up, the reason why they don't do shows there, his heart stopped one night. Something went on. I don't know what, he didn't tell me what show, but he brought it up, the fact that he's like, they were doing the shows, and then when that happened, he said no more shows, no more concerts. So
it was probably at that Confederate Railroad show when he heard somebody from the back yell out, "That was sick."
Yep. Tanya Tucker played Hard Times when she was pregnant in the middle of July, and I thought for sure she was going to kill somebody that night. She was not in a good mood at all.
God,
I love her.
I've never seen. I mean, I thought for sure she was going to stop the show and just walk off.
Wow.
Yeah, she was not a happy lady that night at all.
Have you seen that documentary on her?
Yeah, she and Russell Harris, the owner of Hard Times, got nose to nose, and
oh wow,
that was a fun night.
Hey, how are we gonna do this '90s country contest? I've been doing some. I got some. Yeah, I'm ready. Whenever you all want to do it.
You tell me how, when, where, and I will be there. I will be there with bells on.
What kind of research are you doing there?
I'm getting songs that they've charted I'm not giving you any number ones or top tens or anything like that.
You gotta have. Like I said,
you need to mix in some of that, Jr. If it's
you got to have a few of the worn out things to kind of, because the general.
I'm glad y'all told me that. I'm just thinking you're both like so into it that there's no way I'm going to fool you on
you're not
trying to fool you. I know. I'm not trying to.
You're trying to see who's going to get the most right between me and Alan.
Easy.
Yeah, but if I give you ones that you both know,
then somebody's got to get it first.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure too. We gotta entertain the general audience. That
okay. I'm glad you told me that. I will remix it. I will remix it.
Cool. It's all good. Only me and Kyle know who Western Flyer was.
Exactly. You're going to play 5 seconds of the song and then see who can guess it first, me or Alan. And so they could be popular songs. It's about who's going to guess it first.
Yeah, and Kyle is a favorite at this point. Kyle's
no doubt.
Actually,
the favorite. At this
My next question was for preparation. Can it be any part of the song, or is it the beginning?
No, it needs
strictly?
To be the intro. It needs to be the intro.
Okay, the intro.
Needs to be the intro.
Yeah, because you can't get the chorus, and that'll be too easy.
Yeah. By the way, I just looked up DraftKings. It's not as bad as I thought, Alan, but Kyle is a 12-point favorite right now.
Well, he's probably better than he's probably more than that at this point.
I don't know about that, Alan.
I'm serious. Obviously, I'm older than you. With 70s and 80s country, I give myself a shot. But with the 90s, and I was in country radio for a bit of the 90s, not a lot for the 90s, but a bit. I love it. But I think you've got the edge. But we'll see. I'm ready to go. Doesn't matter. Either way.
Okay.
I'm ready. Whatever you want to do, JR, I'm sure it'll be great. And I will take
how many do you feel like it would be necessary?
I will take my L whatever you want to do, man.
We're playing 5 seconds of each song. So I would say
20.
I think we can do more than that.
Yeah, I'm used to things only lasting 5 seconds, so I may have a
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Thank you. I'll be here all night. Thank you.
Don't let anybody go out of the room or Alan can't hear you. Hey, that's what we'll do, Kyle. If it's one you don't know, you just let me know. I'll come out of the room so Alan can't hear.
There you go.
Stevie,
you're going to have Matt logging in about halfway.
Yeah.
Hey, if I do this all the time, Emily, you know we got a problem.
I would say you're asking how many songs they are. 5 seconds a song. I say 30.
Okay.
30
I have 40. I have 40 ready.
And I do want to see the list before you do that, please.
Now, criteria that I think me and Alan must agree on, they need to be in the top 40. When you say charted, I don't mean number 68. They need to be top 40.
Okay, I'm going to retool then.
You can do number 68. We both might not get them, but that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
that's cool.
It ain't so much. You're talking 5 seconds of a song. It's not that we won't know the song. It's that can we get it in the first 5 seconds? So it needs to be top 40. You can do some top 10 hits, some top 20 hits, some number 1 hits. Just mix it up. Because you're talking 5 seconds of a song.
Yeah, 5 seconds is a long time.
You got that right, buddy.
So you won't? I mean, you think we should do less than 5 seconds?
Yeah.
No, we need 5 seconds. We do.
If it's the intro,
we're entertained, so maybe 5 would be better.
Deal. You could just let the intro play.
No, I
Until
think 5
somebody
seconds.
says something.
I think 5 seconds. No, I think 5 seconds is good. If we can't get in 5 seconds, neither one of us, then you move on.
Okay. All right.
I think if you just let the intro play up to the chorus, I mean, good Lord, somebody's going to get every one of those. I think it's fun if nobody gets some of them.
Is this going to be the sports objective, a very special edition? Is that what this is going to be?
Special, all right.
A very special tonight.
Very special.
Tonight on a very special sports objective.
That's right.
Kyle goes to the bicycle shop.
Stevie, what are you and I going to be doing?
Nothing.
Dave, you be my corner man. You be my corner man,
I'll
and Stevie can be Kyle's corner man.
So Team Alan, Team Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just direct Matt in and out of the chat. So
I need you to rub my shoulders and hit me with water.
Yeah, let me fix your eye really quick.
Yeah.
I think you got a few more rounds, Alan.
Yeah. Cut me, Dave. Cut me.
Oh man. Well, Mike Tyson said everybody has a plan until you get in the ring. So
Mike Tyson said everybody has a plan until you get hit in the face.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm expecting to take a beating on this one, but it's
Who?
gonna be fun.
All right. So amongst everybody on the show, who has been punched in the face?
Me?
I have.
Me.
I have. I'm marrying her anyway. But
so everybody's been punched in the face with Dave.
I have not been.
Wow.
Well, that's something that needs to be, taken care of.
God, no. I don't know if you want him to be his corner man, Dave. He wants to punch
exactly.
you in the face.
Who's been punched in the face? Okay, so who's been punched in the face as an adult?
Me.
Me.
You talking 18 plus?
Over 18, yep.
Over 18, yeah.
One time. Yep. I won, but he got the first lick in.
Yeah.
Last time I was punched in the face, I was in my early to mid 20s, and I got into a verbal altercation with 6 young gentlemen in the mall in Greenville, and one of them.
Oh, that was you?
One of them sucker punched me, and
sorry, I didn't mean to.
They shouldn't do that in front of the chess king.
It wasn't It was. I don't get that joke, but it wasn't.
It was the old store.
This was early 2000s. So no, it wasn't you, Stevie. It wasn't you, Stevie.
Orange Julius.
Yeah, you guys. I'll tell you this story off the air. Yeah, I was pretty ballsy. I'll just tell you that much.
Okay.
Might have been some. Might have been some fellows with some potential red and blue involved, and I don't mean NC State or UNC.
I just want to ask one question about who goes to the mall. I mean, what can you argue about in the mall? I'm just.
I'll tell you what you can argue about in the mall. You want to hear the story? I'll tell you the story.
Sure.
All right. I was standing out in front of a store. My wife was inside of it. I was in my early 20s. I'm legally blind at the time. I wore real thick glasses. I hadn't quit wearing them at that point because they still helped me. And 5 young, upstanding fellows said, "Hey, look at that motherfucker over there with the Coke bottle glasses on." And I said, "What'd you say, you son of a bitch?" And it went from there because I've never backed down from anybody, and I won't go start then.
And that guy that was standing beside you with the Coke bottle glasses on walked away. and you defended his honor.
Yeah,
that was me. And like I say, it was 6 upstanding members of the community. And I was ready to fight them all, and took a sucker punch, and that's okay. Bled, that's okay.
So when you came out, when Jessica comes out of the store and you're bloody, she's like, "What in the hell just happened to you, man?"
I won't tell you what she said.
You stand
but
get that last Chick-fil-A fry.
But no, it was cops were called and all that good stuff. No, this wasn't a joking matter, and I'd still do it today. So.
Wow. Well, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, man. Don't take no shit.
No.
Proud of you. Now, the Kyle Barber of today may think twice about responding, just like me.
Oh yeah, the response would probably be a little. The response would probably be a little different.
He would respond,
but I'd still respond. I'd still respond. So.
Well, people every now and then when I was a kid would say something, and I would just either say that I'll take my good leg off and beat you with it. It's not a problem. Or your mama doesn't seem to mind. That was always my standard response.
Well, I will caution you: don't be careful if you decide to attend the Preakness and want to go in the infield, because when I was in my late 20s. I went for the first time. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And the amount of alcohol consumed at the Preakness is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a big party.
Yeah, and so this guy put a cooler. First of all, you pay people to bring your cooler. You can pack a cooler with 100 beers, cans, I don't know if you can do it now, but you could do it back then. Anyhow, this guy took his cooler and he put it at the edge of like 40 porta johns that were lined up in a row. And then he got up on top of them and he tried to run across the tops of all 40 of them. And then people were just throwing full cans of beer at him. And my friend's girlfriend was coming out of one of these porta johns and she got hit. And I saw the dude that threw it. And I was like, dude, I said, you owe her an apology. I said, and you're a terrible shot. I said, that was a terrible throw, and you owe her an apology. And he just punched me right in the face, broke my sunglasses, and I was stunned, I'll be honest with you. And then her boyfriend did not come to my rescue, and he had about 8 of his Dundalk boys with him from Baltimore. And I was like, okay, I'll take a loss on this one. I can get new sunglasses. My nose isn't broken.
I'd have got new friends also.
Yeah, Kyle, believe me, that was
yeah. If you're with a group of friends and you get punched and they don't come running, you need new friends.
They aren't new. They're not.
I said to him, I said, Kenny, what the hell? And he was like, I said, I was sticking up for your girl, and you didn't even come, and he said there was like 8 of them, and I was like, okay,
so what?
That was terrible porta john etiquette on their part, but
completely
terrible.
I've never been back to a Preakness, not because I'm intimidated. I just don't. I have no interest in. Yeah, I have no interest in that kind of behavior.
By the way, the Kentucky Derby is next Saturday.
That I would go to.
Yeah,
but I've never been to one.
I've been wanting to go to all 3 of the Triple Crown, but I have heard about the 3 that the Preakness is the worst as far as people get really drunk.
Well, you're in Baltimore, Dave.
Well, okay.
That's part of the problem.
There you have it.
May, there's a lot going on in May, man. The Kentucky Derby, the Indy 500, the Coke 600, so May's a big sports month. Big sports month.
Yeah, the Preakness is coming up.
Yep.
And then the regionals. Yep. Baseball regionals.
Yep. Mm-hmm. May's huge.
Conference tournaments. May's huge.
My daughter gets her master's degree on May the 7th, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, Kendall.
Yeah.
Huge feat.
She's got her mama's looks and her mama's brains, thank God.
All right, guys, you ready to get out of here? Any last words? Last call?
Yeah, you with the Coke bottle glasses, you got anything to say, buddy?
Look here, you son bitch. I'll take your leg off and beat you with it.
Wow. Voice of reason, Stevie Fly. Do you have any?
What did I do now?
No, you didn't. I was saying you're not talking about beating anybody up, or I said the voice of reason. You're just cool, calm, and collected.
Oh yeah, that's sad when I'm the voice of reason.
What you got? You got anything?
Not me. Just let's have a good week with baseball. Get a sweep next weekend.
Yep.
Johnny, you got anything, brother?
I double what Stevie said. If that happens, I'll be happy.
Our ratings will keep going up because when we win, our numbers are a lot better for sure. But it's definitely, I would much rather have the baseball victories for sure this week. Good luck on NC State at the NC State game to get a win there in Raleigh and then at Memphis. And Justin Butts will be there. He goes. He's had trouble with his streaming.
Yeah, apparently also on a football related note, as we get out of here, we're looking at taking. We had a couple of JUCO kids visit to add more offensive line depth.
Yes,
I think there's room for one more. So we're kind of just trying to decide which one we're going to take. So there probably will be one more addition to the offensive line.
That is great. That is really good news. Great way to end the weekend for sure. All right, we'll get out of here. Thank you guys so much. I had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot tonight, as a matter of fact.
Well, you know what the saying was. You can learn a lot from a dummy.
On that note, we'll get out of here.
I wish Alan would have started his routine earlier in the night, though, because very entertaining closing there, Alan.
Yeah, well, I have so much fun, and in all seriousness, I enjoy this, and I appreciate all of you.
Yes, sir. Good night, everybody, and go Pirates.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.